qualifiers. Now, my name is Joshua Jabbar. I'll be one of your hosts today. Along with me at 10. Okay, fantastic. So, first of all, welcome. Thank you everyone for coming. Guys, I know it's cold, but you got a bit more. Again, I expect to be slightly deaf and out of my voice by the end of this, so keep the cheers going. So,
we're live now.
I think we're live. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Harrowall. Welcome to the Big Comp final.
Very exciting, George.
It is very exciting indeed. We are here together. My name's George Lonsdale.
I'm Louis Parkinson.
And we are going to be talking to you for the next couple of hours through an extremely exciting finals.
It's going to be really good, man. We've had a hard day of qualifiers, and we've now got the top six open male and the top six women's plus. We're going to see them compete on the finals. Did you also do the qualifiers this morning?
I didn't do them this morning. I did have a play on the boulders this afternoon, and oh my gosh, the caliber was high.
I barely managed. So you get scored on your top 15 boulders. I barely managed to do 15 boulders. It was a really, really hard morning.
Right. I think I've spoken to a lot of the athletes this afternoon, and I think everybody found the format quite different. It was quite a difficult one to be tactical with, because 100 boulders in qualifications is a lot. And as you say, only the top 15 of them was what counted for you. So you kind of really needed to think about what boulders you were going to be putting on your scorecard.
Yeah, exactly.
2 hours in of the 2.5 hour qualification, I realised I'd only topped 7 boulders and thought, flipping heck, I need to get going.
I think everyone had the same realisation. We're trying so hard to do some hard boulders that last half hour was just a mad dash to just get anything
Everyone
done.
Was running around. Everyone was running around. But we have, as you say, ended up with our finalists, and I mean, this is a crazy stacked lineup of finalists as well.
Someone asked me earlier, do I think the level has risen since last year? I was like, oh my god, yes. Like last year, I think I climbed okay in the qualifiers and I came 8th. Today, I think I climbed really well. I've trained, I've got stronger. I'm 25th or something like that. I think the number of World Cup athletes in the finals tonight must be more than 10, I think. All of them, like, top-level athletes.
And, of course, we also have Kai Harada, who, if I'm not mistaken, isn't just a World Cup medalist, but has a gold medal at World Championships.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, does the level get any higher than that?
No, it doesn't.
It literally doesn't. So yeah, I think the level has stepped up this year. But as Big Comp grows, of course, the level is only going to step up. Up. Now, I think something that's worth noting is that this comp has a big old prize fund.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's the reason why we've seen so many big athletes turning up this year.
Big check for the winner. I saw them writing it out earlier. It's a very big check. £3,000 for the winner, plus eternal glory. Very exciting.
Which actually is worth a lot more.
Oh, worth a lot more, yeah. A lot more than 3,000. You can't put a price on eternal glory. I think actually everyone in finals gets paid, which is great.
Amazing.
So even if you've just come 6th, still win some money.
That's so good. And that is actually more than sometimes than some of the World Cups even don't pay as much as this. So it's really a big draw to see to see that as one of the prize options. It's very, very cool to see.
Yeah, if it wasn't obvious from the name, the Big Comp, there's a big comp, big prize money,
sure.
Big competitors. There we go.
Yeah, for sure. We also have an incredibly stacked field in the women's.
Yeah.
Lots more of the British athletes we're seeing in the women's.
Yeah. I think we had a couple of international competitors come over, but strong showing for the British women competitors. Who have we got? Let me find our list of finalists. I think they're about to announce it now. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here we go.
This is the Open Plus category. This is in reverse order. So Kalin Inaki, who's come over from the Romanian team. Luca Martins, previously London hero, but now I think lives
in
Leeds.
Sheffield.
Yep, exactly. We've got and then a whole list of GB athletes. Jack McDougall. Oh, they're gone. So we'll get on to the women's plus. But you all saw the names there. Let's do it faster this time.
Women's plus category. Faye McDougall, obviously an absolute wad. Eugenie Lee, Willow Petrobelli, who's actually only just back into comps from a back injury. Lucy Garlick, who is a European Championship medalist. Izzy Edgington and Izzy Bridgens. My gosh, having both Izzy's in the finals always gets me, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It always gets me, but we will do our best not to get mixed up with them. This is such a stacked lineup of athletes. Izzy Edgington, one to watch, definitely. She climbs in such a powerful manner.
Yeah.
Actually, interestingly, very contrasting to Izzy Bridgens, who is... Someone described her to me earlier as the slab queen. She really is. Her technical climbing is unbelievable. Izzy Edgington is a powerhouse.
Yeah.
Shoulders like boulders, and we've got quite a few steep boulders for the girls today. So
yeah, we do.
It will be interesting to see how she gets on and how the other girls, if the other girls can keep up with her.
Absolutely, yeah. A whole range of skills going to be tested on these 4 climbs. We had a look at them before this all started, and. I'm not sure I'll be able to establish on a single one of them.
Yeah.
But there's some hard slab, there's some hard coordination, there's some basic power moves. Oh, it's going to be a great show.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. And the setting team have really kind of outdone themselves on these boulders. As you say, the styles represented are so broad.
Yeah.
There's tech, power, and then something that I'm really excited to see, which you guys will see shortly when the athletes do the observation, is the black volumes boulder straight in the middle of the comp wall. Now, Max described this. Max Ayrton is the chief setter for this, and he described it as, it's just a bit of back to basics. And in reality, I think he's absolutely right. This is the kind of boulder that maybe we would have seen 5 to 10 years ago in comps.
Yeah, you're absolutely right.
But the level's high, and these athletes might not have come up against... I mean, they're a young field of athletes. They might not have come up against this style of boulder, so it will be really interesting to see how they fare against something that maybe isn't the kind of showy paddle dynos that we've come to be used to in competitions.
Exactly. They've also got to do a fair number of showy paddle dynos.
That's true. That's very true. Yeah.
This one we're looking at here, women's 3. I read as showy paddle dyno and have now learned from the route sessions that is absolutely not the way. This is some hardcore wiggling and some awkward flexibility challenges near the top.
I think what's really interesting, anytime Max is the chief of a competition, is that the boulders never climb as they look. Max is a total wizard in how he sets. He sets incredibly complex, he sets incredibly subtle climbing, and he's phenomenal at testing that style as well.
He really is.
It's always interesting whenever he chiefs a set to what the athletes are actually going to come up against, because you just never know. And we've seen some wild stuff from him in the past. And I did notice on one of the boulders, the zone is the second to last hold. I think that might have been the black volume boulder.
You're
again.
Right, that is.
The zone is the second to last hold, and this is the kind of thing that Max's setting always gives us, is like a slightly confusing job for us as commentators, because we just don't know how it's going to go down. But what you can be sure about is that last move is going to definitely be really, really hard.
They mentioned matching that finish was not an easy task, and it doesn't look it.
No,
really doesn't. Right, I think we're going to bring the athletes out soon. They're all getting ready in isolation. They've had a hard day of climbing. I checked with them. I asked, does anyone do all 10 of the hardest qualifiers? And no, apparently there were 2 climbs today that didn't get topped by anybody.
Wow.
But I also saw some of the hardest ones being made to look very easy by some of these competitors. All right, here we go. We've got Faye McDougall and Kalin Anaki lining up to come out for the athlete presentation. All right, here we go. Next up, we've got Luca Martins and Jenny Lee.
Okay, and then next up we'll have Eugenie and Luca.
There they come. Both, I think, grew up climbing on the London scene and now training in Leeds full time.
Yeah.
Back down to try and do their best at this competition tonight. Who have we got next?
Next up, Willow, and who's come out with Willow? There's
Jack
Willow,
McDougall.
and there's Jack McDougall.
There we go.
Jack, oh my gosh, what a year Jack's had. World Championship finals, unbelievable. GB Climbing, as a team, are smashing it.
Really are.
Smashing
really
it.
are.
2024, 2025 have been unbelievable. Next up, obviously, we've got Lucy there, and just out of the spotlight
Is it Max?
Is Max. There is Max. Max,
My
obviously,
hero.
straight back from injury. He broke his foot, 5 or 6 weeks ago.
Been using that time to campus D13.
Oh my gosh! Well, I chatted to Max on stage at Kendall Mountain Festival last weekend, and he's basically just been training non-stop. Anything that he can train, he's been training it.
Yeah.
Diane and Kai have just come out as well. Like, both of them, absolutely insane seasons. Now, I'm going to go and check out the boulders with these guys. So, Louis, I'll catch you very shortly.
I'll talk to you from the headphones from here. Go have a good time. All right, folks, let's have a look at these boulders. So, we're off to look at women's +1 and the open male boulder. During the observation stage, they've got 1 minute to look at each of the climbs together. They're allowed to touch the start holds if they want to, and as you can see, they can talk about the detail with one another, they can share ideas, or they can keep it all to themselves if they want to. This first one, for the women's category, they all look really hard. This one I don't think is the hardest, but always difficult to come out for a first boulder. You're full of nerves, don't know how it's going to go. Obviously these are all very experienced competitors, so I'm sure they'll handle it fine. If we have a look over at the men's boulder, this is their first one. So they're on the slab and they're doing a crazy set of coordination moves. Although among that group they're all
We're good. Hey, so these guys are going to move on to their next boulder, but let's have a quick look at the slab before they... Oh no, they've got another minute. So we're going to have a look at this slab with these guys. So this is the open 1 slab, and I can't even tell you how bad some of these holds are. This hold that Luke is starting on, very, very slopey, but the foothold is what really kind of sets this boulder off. Essentially, it doesn't exist. It's very, very slopey, and they're going to be throwing up into this toe position, jumping over onto these 2 pink blocks volumes, then having this mad coordination move back down onto the green 360 volume before then having a very, very techie, very squeezy finish. If I had to come out to this finals boulder, I'd be bricking it. Louis, you've done a lot of finals. How would you feel coming out to this one?
I mean, I quite like this style of boulder, and it's quite nice that it's not physically, but the pressure that in a few number of attempts is really high. Right, I think we're on to the next boulder. George, what are we looking at?
Yeah, so the boys are on the squeezy volume boulder that I was telling you guys about, but let's go and head over to the girls boulder. This is one that I'm really, really excited about because there's holds on this boulder that are exclusive and only just come out. These are set on these amazing purple volumes that are the Lakeland Climbing Centre volumes, and then the Terrors from Unleashed Climbing. I don't know if you guys can see, but these footholds are awful.
Can you go and put your hand by one of them so you can see the size of these?
Yeah, so I'll show you the biggest one on the whole boulder, which is this one.
That's the biggest one?
That is the biggest one, so which is about the length of 1 pad on my finger. But the worst one, but also kind of the crucial hold, is right up above the start, which I don't know if you guys can see, is made up of 2 tiny little nipples that the girls are going to have to crimp, pinch. I'm not really sure, but they're going to have to use that in some way that allows them to kind of progress leftwards through this slab.
I've just got some graphics on the screen saying this was set by Yorkie, and he described it as well as delicate, minimal, and disgusting.
Yeah, I think that's very appropriate description. Delicate, minimal, disgusting.
Yeah.
I think that's very minimal. I'm here with Yorkie now.
Oh yeah, I hear him there.
Yeah, he's just stood next to me. Yorkie, this slab, it looks like quite a scary thing for the girls to come out to.
No, it's all right. They'll be fine. Yeah. It's a little bit, like you say, disgusting.
A little bit disgusting, but I mean that's what these guys are used to.
Oh yeah, you just got to pull on some pebbles up there as well. They're pretty fierce.
If they've done any day out on the grit, I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine.
Oh, they'll be solid.
Yeah, for sure. Maybe we should go and can we go and have a look at the boys' boulder whilst they've got a little bit more time?
Yeah, let's go, George. This one, I think the route set is described as the hardest.
Yeah, do you know what? I think that sounds pretty appropriate. So this is the open 2. We've got some really hard squeezing, awful footholds, and the boulder's gone dark. But we can see that, as I was saying earlier, the zone is the second to last hold, which means that top move is going to be absolutely desperate.
Yeah,
right next to us now, we've got the women plus 3rd boulder. This is the one that you were talking about earlier, Louis, that kind of looks like it should be a very fast, dynamic boulder, but actually, in reality, it's a lot more basic and squeezy.
Yeah, apparently, I read this was jumped for the first cycle before the zone, and then it's not that at all. We can describe this as, there we go, we've got the description on screen, a wrestle confuser and hard to read. Okay, so I don't feel too bad about misreading it, but yeah, looks really, really awkward, this one, and then a hard top section as well.
Definitely, yeah. I'm actually glad you used the word confusing because, again, Yorkie's next to me and he said that the brief was to make the athletes confused. So I would imagine that we're going to see the athletes try this in a lot of different ways.
I reckon so.
And maybe, I mean, we've got, like we said, we've got some very, very strong athletes, so maybe we'll see a few different solutions, and that'd be absolutely amazing. Should we go over to Open 3? Open 3 is the kind of dynamic looking tech. Now, the first hold that they're pulling onto, the one that Jack's having a feel of, is actually a pretty good hold.
I think we can establish on this one.
I think so too. Yes, it's a very positive in-cut crimp that you can get quite a bit of your fingers onto, but the first move looks absolutely heinous. You're going to be flicking your body to the right and palming onto that extremely shiny unit force majeure hold. Not only is it's a very, very narrow groove that they're jumping into. Obviously, in a groove, the wider the corner, the more stable it's going to be. So I think what you can be assured of is that this is not going to be stable in any way, shape or form. The top section looks equally as heinous. We have some minging, pebble pulling and some really, really rough looking slopers, but Max looks psyched.
Now this one,
Max Milne has just walked past me and he is looking absolutely psyched at this next boulder.
I'm not surprised, couldn't be more his style.
Right.
It's also the one that I would be most excited to try. It's a glorious paddle move and then straight into what looks like a really, really hard top move, but I think very short, very coordinated, very powerful boulder. I think all of them are going to love this, to be honest. Just let me know on the live chat, by the way, folks. So I was doing comments saying I was getting a little bit quiet. I think my mic was in the wrong place. Let me know if that's a little better for you now. I think we're all sorted. What do you make of this one, George?
So this is through the steepest part of the whole comp wall, which usually means we're going to get a lot of power. Now, I don't know if you can tell on the live stream or not, but these red slopers are not positive. They are really, really bad grips. The left one is slightly better than the right one, but what's interesting is that the top hold, the blue contact hold that's mounted inside the avocado, actually pretty good. Now, I mean, I say pretty good. It's pretty good for these athletes because obviously these guys are total wads. But I think you're absolutely right in what you said. The top move now looks heinous. So this is going to be, I think, a hard coordination move. The catch isn't going to be too bad if they can get there, although obviously that remains to be seen. But then the top is a really hard amount of physical, burly climbing. And then if we can get a good close-up look on that finish hold, this is another one of the contact avocados. And inside it is what looks to be a very, very small edge. So I think we're going to have a lot of power, squeezing hard, slapping into that small edge, and then just have to bone down super, super hard to be able to be stable enough to finish.
Now, we have got a collection of extremely strong finalists for this evening, so I've got some good bets on a lot of them doing it, but it looks outrageous to me. I'd be hard-pressed to choose who I think is the strongest. I've seen them all do things that have blown my mind. So I think good chance of them doing some outrageous moves up there. Right, what do you next?
No, I think you're totally right. And I was watching Kai Harrowall on some of the qualification boulders, and do you know what? He looked unbelievably strong. Now, the last boulder that I didn't get to look at was the women +4.
Oh, all right, George, I think you're on your way back up to join me in the commentary box because we're about to get started on our first boulder. I hope you're all excited, folks. I cannot wait for this show to begin. They're going to come out in reverse qualifying order. So Callan Inaki is going to come out first with, I think, Faye McDougall. And then we'll work up from there. They're going to have 4 minutes per boulder. And it's the classic IFSC scoring of number of tops, number of zones, followed by attempts to top, attempts to zone. So on this first boulder... Oh, sorry, someone's asking something in the ears. Hey, George is back. How you doing, buddy? Right, we're going to bring out those first couple of athletes in just a moment. How's it down on the mats? You have fun?
That was super fun. Do you know what? I love the observation period in a climbing comp. For me, I think it's really what kind of sets climbing comps apart from any other sport. Now, before we kick off the finals, we are going to get a quick word from our sponsors.
Don't go anywhere, folks. It's only going to be 45 seconds.
Every unrooted shot is bursting with baobab, a wild African superfruit with 7 times the fiber of oats, 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 6 times the potassium of bananas, all packed into one daily shot. Support your gut health. Keep your body energized and your immune system strong. Sometimes it takes guts. Sometimes it takes energy. Unrooted, your partner in climb.
Tenzing Natural Energy, the most refreshing energy drink you'll ever have. 100% from nature, low calorie, no junk. Because life's too good for bad energy.
All right, folks, we're back, and we're going to be very shortly bringing out our first athletes for their first boulders. I'm so excited, George.
Yeah, me too. So I don't know if everybody at home knows, but this is actually the first time that Lou and I have hosted a live stream. Both of us have hosted a lot of competitions.
Yeah.
I'm a route setter as well as like professionally, and Lou, you've competed in a lot of comps over the years.
I've done a lot of competitions. Once upon a time, many years ago, I did 2 rounds of the World Cups. And other than that, still regularly do competitions, know all these athletes fairly well. Some of them been competing with since they were much younger and they're on the junior circuit. Now they're all grown up and big and strong. But yeah, as a duo, despite us not having done any commentating before, I think we got this.
I think so too. Okay, so our first athletes are out. And obviously they're going to start by facing away from their boulders, and they will wait for their timer to count them in.
2, 1,
and our MCs have started this competition.
And we're away. We've got the timer on the screen so you can see how much they've got left. Their aim is to do this in as few tries as possible, but to be honest, doing them at all is going to be a hell of a challenge. Let's see how Callan does. Oh my god. Well, okay, that looked fine.
He absolutely cruised that move.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie, that was the move that I was convinced was going to be one of the hardest moves in the entire final. So,
and he just slips off just after the zone. Faye McDougall, meanwhile, getting into some crazy positions. And doesn't look like it quite worked for her. I wonder if she'll try something different on her next go. Yeah, I wasn't even sure Callan was on the wall just then. I was like, is he on the floor just walking past to make sure what the moves are like? But no, that was him doing the move. Let's see that again. He's going to do it again now.
For me, I was talking earlier about, like, would I like to come out to these boulders as a finalist? And this one really kind of gave me the willies, and I was thinking I would be terrified to come out to this boulder, but he is absolutely cruising.
He's a big, tall guy. That might make it slightly easier.
I think he's our tallest finalist.
I think so, yeah. Whereas he can... there we go. He can keep his hand on the previous hold as he lands both feet on that green one.
Yes.
I think someone like Max, who's a fair bit shorter, is going to have to do a full jump down to it.
I think so too, and I think Kai Harada might actually be our shortest finalist. So it will be interesting to see how he compares to Kaylin.
Right, in the meantime, Faye McDougall back on for her second attempt, I think, on this. Her and her brother, Jack McDougall, are both absolute monsters on the GB team. They've both been competing for a really long time, really experienced, both incredibly technical climbers.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think recently have got really, really strong. All right, here we go. Faye now past the zone. Let's see what she makes of the rest of it. Come on, Faye.
Come on, Faye, you're doing so well.
Yeah.
Really making those shoulders work.
Callan back on the zone in the meantime. Can he make it happen on this go?
Come on, Faye, stick with it.
Faye's about to eye up the finish hold. Here we go. Here we go.
That's one on the finish. Come on, Faye.
No text on that side, but the other side isn't good either.
I think there's texture on the backside of it.
It is,
but the profile is so bad.
Exactly.
She's making those shoulders work. And there it is. The first count of the final is for Faye McDougall.
Good effort,
That
Faye.
was wicked. So cool to see.
I think only on a second go as well. That could be important later in this competition. Meanwhile, Callan onto his 4th attempt now. He's got just over a minute left, and he... Oh my God! How did he recover that?
Climbing so well. Now, just to talk through the graphics that you guys can see on screen now. So, Faye has a full square. The square is halfway full if they get the zone. And I've had to stop because he's just actually managed to secure the next hold, and he's got 1 minute left still on the wall. Let's see.
Oh no! Oh, he reached for the erect. He thought it might be good, and there's nothing there.
That erect is actually really poor.
Surprised by the downside of this not being a regular gym, is he doesn't know exactly what the features are.
Right.
Other athletes might not make that mistake if they know Harrowall well. They'll know that there's nothing there to go for. Luckily, he's got time for one more go, and I think he knows how to do it.
Have we got any athletes that this is their home gym?
No, I think there's a few athletes who have climbed here regularly and have done a bunch of comps here before. But I don't think there's any who are climbing here regularly on a weekly basis at the moment.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I was explaining through the graphics. So on Kaelin's, you can see he has half a box. That half a box says that he has the zone, but doesn't have the top. Phase is full. She has the top. Simple as that.
Excellent graphics. That's really helpful. Oh, come on. He's got 5 seconds. This will be extraordinary.
Well, what
good
an
effort, Callan.
Unbelievable effort there from Callan. I'm really excited to watch him on the rest of the boulders because that was such a rough boulder to come out to as your first boulder, and I mean, I don't think there's any other way to say it, but he smashed it.
Yeah, right, next we've got Luca Martin and Eugenie Lee. Again, both phenomenally strong athletes. Eugenie Lee has been competing on the GB team for a really long time now.
A long time. She isn't actually on the team this season.
She lost at the moment.
No,
that's
but
a shame.
Do you know what? She's been crushing it in the comps.
Yeah, she has.
So she wasn't on the team, but has just destroyed like the UK-based competitions this year. And I hate to say it, but she's beaten a lot of the girls on the GB team.
Yeah, I bet she is.
So let's hope that next year she manages to get that place back.
Yeah.
If that's what she wants to do, she clearly enjoys the comps. Now, Luca, I would say Luca actually doesn't like slab.
No, he's such an interesting athlete to compete with. I remember the first time he kicked my butt in a competition. I was like, he's just really tall, that's all it is.
Yeah.
Then he won again. I was like, okay, he's tall and he's really, really strong. Fine.
Yeah.
Then he won again. I was like, okay, fine, he's tall and he's really strong and he's really, really good.
Yeah.
The only thing that he felt was a hole in his game was foot-based coordination moves on slabs. But I know he's done
this boulder.
This boulder, exactly. But as you can see, I know he's done a ton of practice.
He has,
and it's really paid off. So
yeah, he's been working a lot in Sheffield and in Leeds with his coaches.
Yeah.
I see him relatively regularly up at the Climbing Hangary Sheffield, and he has been working really hard. And you know what? He's doing some real hard boulders. And
here we go. Here we go. Oh!
There it is. He just said how much he doesn't like slab, and he's absolutely come out and smashed it.
Oh, not anymore,
What
Luca.
an amazing top there for Luca Martins.
All right, meanwhile, Eugenie has already secured the zone on her first go. We saw that a moment ago. She's got plenty of time left to play with. She knows the boulder has been done. The athletes, whilst they're in isolation, can't see the results, but they've got ears, they can hear people cheering, they can probably work out what it means.
Yeah, definitely. So isolation is just the other side of the comp wall, so they'll definitely have a really good idea. And for some athletes, I think that can work in their favour. When you've been in isolation, do you think it helps if you know how the other athletes have done, or do you think it gets in your head?
It can go both ways. Sometimes it can be really reassuring to know that the boulder is possible, because then you know, okay, well, if someone can do it, then I can probably do it too. Sometimes it can add loads and loads of pressure. It can be quite nice to come out knowing no one's done it yet, maybe I'm going to be the first one. It can go either way.
Yeah.
Depends on the athlete, I think.
Now,
Here we go.
I haven't
Come
done
on,
many
Jenny.
finals, and the only 2 finals that I have done, I came out first in them, so I only just scraped into them. So it's a very different mentality, I think, for Faye to come out and be the first person on those boulders. And in some ways, there's almost no pressure, or
You've
less,
got nothing to lose.
less
Yeah,
pressure.
exactly.
And yeah, maybe we'll see the athletes perform differently the further through the field that we get.
Eugenie doing one of the things I think is the absolute hardest in a pressured environment like a finals, sitting down and resting for an extended time to make the most of her last go. There's so much pressure with everybody watching, especially if you're now the only athlete on the mats. To just sit there and rest for a few minutes, put some liquid chalk on, I think shows her experience in this sort of thing.
I think you're totally right. And also you'll see, I mean, all of these athletes are total pros, but you'll see a lot of them, the first thing they do when they come out is they'll brush.
Yeah.
And that is just kind of letting them calm down. They're super pumped in isolation. There's a bit of nerves in the belly. They're definitely feeling the pressure of being in this comp because there's a lot of money riding on it.
Oh yeah.
So it's really, as you're totally right, it shows a lot of experience and a lot of maturity in their competition head game to come out, breathe, and then think before they just pull straight onto a boulder. And I think when you see some of our athletes who have competed in World Cup finals or World Champs finals, I think you'll see that a little bit more.
Yeah, exactly right. They know how to exactly time their 4 minutes on the mats to get the best out of their attempts. But, is she going to go for one more? She's only got 20 seconds. No, better to save her energy for the next boulder.
I think that's a sensible decision. She already has the zone, so it's... with only 20 seconds, it's quite a slow climbing boulder.
Yeah.
It's quite
look
hard.
At these stats. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, that's really cool.
Look at that. We've got a little graph showing us, I think you can see that as well, viewers. Oh, it's gone. But 29.9% of her time spent on the wall.
Well, I think that's exactly what you were just saying. It takes a lot of maturity to be like, I need to rest now, because this is a really powerful... That undercut section is sapping. The feet are really bad. The undercuts are really kind of biting. You have to put so much power through your biceps to get into them that actually... making sure that you're utilising that rest period is definitely going to be the difference between getting to the top or not. Now, I'm very interested to see this guy on this boulder because Jack does love slab.
Oh, he's an absolute wizard. I think we might see a pretty incredible performance now. Whoa!
Look at that. His balance and coordination is unbelievable.
Here we go. He's flashed to the zone.
He's just eyeing it up. There you go, into the compression. Willow also moving super well through her boulder.
Oh no! Oh, you jinxed her.
Spoke a little bit too soon. I did say those feet are really, really bad. You have to apply so much pressure. Here goes Jack.
Come on, Jack.
Make it
right.
work.
Go with right. Yes. Oh my God. I don't want to jinx it.
So good.
Oh wow.
That was a flash, right?
That was a flash for Jack.
I told you, he loves a slab, and he's so good at those kind of moves. I think boulder number 3 for the open category will be very interesting to see Jack on, because he'll be able to put his flexibility into play. He's insanely
incredibly flexible.
I feel like his hips are made of jelly. They just like go all over the show. But it means that when he's on boulders like that, it really shows how flexible he is and how strong in those flexi positions he can be as well.
Meanwhile, incredible comeback, by the way, for Willow Petrobelli. She got a pretty significant back injury. I think
she broke her back.
I was going to say, I didn't want to commit to it, but I think she broke her back. I think less than a year ago. Has barely finished recovering, but as of, I think, maybe a month or so ago, she's got back to training and is already back in a huge finals like this, trying really, really hard on the mats. It's incredible to see her back.
I spoke to Willow at Block Party, which is a comp up at City Block in Leeds, which is where Willow trains, and she'd made finals in that one as well.
Wow, she's on fire.
She said, this is my first comeback, I'm totally psyched, I have no expectations, and I think that's a really good kind of healthy way to go into it, where
it really is.
She's not putting too much pressure on herself. She knows that, and she said this to me as well, she knows that her back isn't 110%.
Yeah, she's not at her strongest yet. She can just enjoy it. And look at it. She was smiling away a second ago. Now she's back into focus mode. She's got a minute and a half left. See if she can get the zone and maybe a top on this. But I've seen these other higher placed competitors come out and find this one really difficult. Puts in perspective just what a performance Faye McDougall had in her first 2 tries on this. Come on, Willow.
I've seen Faye come back from qualifying in last position to get into the finals and winning comps. And it's always such an amazing experience when that happens, because it just shows the tenacity that a lot of these athletes have. It can be quite disheartening to be like, I just scraped into finals. Come on, Willow, try really hard.
Willow, come on.
You know what? She's got guns. She's super strong. Come on, Willow, make it work. Try hard. There's some good gurning going on.
Yeah, I'd be confused here as well, Willow. This is the way, but I think when Faye got here, she just rocked her hips right into it and almost sat down into it. Yeah,
her hips lifted really, really high, and it just looked like Willow couldn't do the same body position and get her body weight up and rocked over onto the heel.
Exactly. It looks like she's going to have one more go. It's ambitious. No,
she's decided.
She's thought better. Good idea. I don't know what you're going to do in 20 seconds, Willow. No. Let's have a
Exactly
rest.
the same as when Eugenia was on. She's gone, nope, this is down. I've got the zone. Let's go and chill in isolation and get ready for the next boulder. But you know what? She's shaking her head, but I think she's had a good time out on that boulder.
Oh, she really has. Right, I think next.
So, I think next up is Lucy Garlick. There she is.
Our youngest competitor, I think, and Max Milne.
And Max Milne, who is an incredibly experienced competitor, but as we said before, has only just come back from injury. So Max broke his cuboid bone, which is one of the bones in his foot. I should know more about it because I chatted to a physio specifically about Max's injury on stage at Kendal Martin Festival, but it's one of the bones in your feet that's responsible for how your foot kind of twists, and he broke it in a really weird way where he wasn't doing anything crazy.
Come on, Max.
He was simply just climbing around on a slab, and I think it was just something like the amount of tension that went through his foot on one move.
Whoa!
Interesting. Now, it's these kind of moves that Max's physio did say he needs to be careful of.
I was wondering about that.
And I wonder, I can't remember if it was his left or his right. I think it was his left, and I think that's why he tried to land on his right foot then.
Yeah.
Because, of course, he's just come back from a pretty devastating injury in that it stopped him going to World Champs.
Yeah.
He was feeling pretty bad about it. Obviously, he then went and campused the ace, and that was like totally unbelievable, absolutely amazing. And he's been campus training so much. He's so strong right now.
Not for this style, unfortunately. I think he only put his shoes back on 2 weeks ago, maybe.
I think the first comp, in inverted commas, that he did was block party again.
He did it. He landed on his right foot.
You know what,
that's nuts.
So impressive. But it does show there's a bit of wariness in his climbing.
Yeah.
So that is interesting to see. Hopefully it isn't going to be bothering him, but he's definitely feeling it a little bit.
God, to be able to change the beast on a finals boulder of this level and choose to land wrong-footed.
Yeah.
Oh my God, and to pull it off second go is crazy. Meanwhile, Lucy Garlick has been, I think, prodigy of the junior team for a long time. And as soon as she was old enough, has just been rinsing a lot of adult competitions as well. And now, here competing in finals against some big names. And I reckon is going to hold her own. Yeah,
no, she has European medals to her name, so she's definitely no stranger to big competition finals.
Yeah.
But as you say, it's not just the fact that it's a big competition final. There's a lot of very good athletes, and I'm sure that in isolation, Max making that move looks so easy.
It's so good to watch.
This very stacked final, she's in isolation, and there's definitely a bit of psyching each other out that happens, and like they're all kind of jumping around on boulders together. So it is interesting to see such a young athlete coming up against these guys who have done a lot more finals than her probably. She's keeping her head though, and she's sticking with it. There's Max, one hand on the finals.
Oh, come on, stop messing around. Yes, Max.
There it is.
Oh, my hero.
Now, Louis, you've done more finals than me, so I want you to weigh in on this. Max touched the black line. The black line is a tape line, which is an out-of-bounds area.
Ooh,
do you think
point.
The judges will penalise that? Will he call an appeal or a technical? Or how does it work? Do you have to be past it, or can you touch it?
I think the purpose of that black tape is so that they don't actually use that feature around the corner.
Okay.
If the judges were watching and they didn't call it out then, it doesn't seem like they're going to call it out at all, so I think that counted.
Okay.
He did seem like he was being very careful to take his hands away from it straight away, so I think he knows, but doesn't seem like anyone's got a problem with it, so great, on we go. I would count it.
Would you?
Oh, God, yes.
Okay, I have a feeling that you can touch it, but you can't go past it. I think that's the right ruling. And in that case, he was totally fine. He didn't go past it, but he was close.
Oh, he was.
And I think you're totally right. Come on, Lucy.
She was really close just there a second ago again.
The heel just slipped, but she looked solid on that crimp. But again, 20 seconds out, she's made the same decision as Eugenie and Willow. Very sensible. 37% of the time on the wall, so a little bit more time than some of the other girls. Then 31% for Max.
And you can see most of that is just that last attempt, though. He's on it for a very short time before there.
Yeah, well, I think what's interesting, so obviously that percentage will change depending on how the boulder climbs, right? So, the slower slabs, like that one, is always going to climb. You're always going to spend more time on the wall, even with 3 attempts.
Absolutely. All right, here we go.
Right, now, Izzy is the one I was warning you about. Izzy Edgington is so strong.
Absolute beast.
I don't want to jinx her, but I'm expecting big things.
I think so. Meanwhile, we've also got Diane Akhtar. Him and Max train together all the time. And he looked close on that first go. All right. Come on, Izzy. Oh, my God. Is that how other people were doing it?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think they were standing on the Moti start hold.
Yeah, I think so too.
Wow,
is she going to make this
incredible
work?
flexibility there from Izzy.
Wow, okay, here we go. Oh, Diane having a little bit of trouble with that first move. I think he's going to work it out.
He's not quite finding the balance. Come on, Izzy. Use those muscles. Come on.
Yeah.
Super strong. Oh, so close. Just the heel slipping.
I know. When Faye did that, she had her foot in a completely different position. She has the sole of her foot facing straight down on the hold with her hips all the way on top of it. But none of the athletes have quite found that position aside from her. I mean, they've got their heel on, obviously, but they didn't roll all the way up onto the same friction.
Very different hip position.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think, we've heard it. We've definitely heard it from other commentators. I know when Shauna's done the Olympic commentating, like, she says it's all about hips. She always says that. And I think this is a very good example of exactly where that comes into play.
Absolutely.
If you can get your hips up there, so much more weight is going through your heel, and well, if more weight's going through your heel, less weight's going through your hand.
Exactly.
And that means you don't have to pull as hard. So it definitely went in Faye's favour then.
Right, meanwhile, Izzy getting ready for another attempt. I think Diane lining up for another one. Here we go. Will he stick it? Oh.
Now, just to kind of direct people, if they want to see any of the boulders, all of the open boulders I've just posted videos of on my Instagram at George Lonsdale, and if you have a look at them, you can see exactly how bad the green volumes are that Diane is trying to throw himself at.
No, he has stuck it in the meantime. And, brutal. Very close, Diane. Okay. Izzy back up past the zone. Will she find that position this time? Not quite.
Still plenty of time for them, though.
Exactly.
1.5 minutes is definitely enough time. Oh, Diane just making that foot slip again.
People on the live chat absolutely loving the boulders so far.
If you do have any questions for us, any thoughts to share, obviously stick them in the live chat on the live feed. Louis and I will be checking through it, and we will endeavour to answer any questions. And it's always cool to see where you guys are tuning in from, who is tuning in, and tell us if you're enjoying it or give us your thoughts.
All right, Diane sticks the move again. He's on the zone. Let's see if he can make the top work this time. God, Izzy's so consistent through this powerful section. Surely not. Oh wow. My God.
I told you she was powerful, man. I told you.
Yeah, you weren't kidding. All right, likely the last attempt for each of these two. I'm not sure if Izzy's going to have another go, but Diane's got time. He's got energy.
It looked like his foot actually slipped on the jump then.
Yeah. Well, he stuck it again, though. He's got enough time to do this. So does Izzy.
Izzy's going to have to start moving pretty quick, I reckon. Diane, if he sticks this move, he's got a very good... Here we go. Okay, we might be on for a bit of a buzzer beater.
Take your time. Oh, possibly for both of them. Oh, no, I jinxed it. Izzy's off. He's got 10 seconds. He's got one hand, two hands.
There it is.
There we go.
Do you know what? It didn't come as quick as everybody else's, but he did get the top. So there we go. So far, 4 of our open category have topped their first boulder. Just Kaelin not, but he did get the zone.
And we're on to our top place qualifiers.
Right, well, here we go. So, Izzy, our other Izzy is out now, and Kai Harada. I'm actually lost for words that Kai Harada has come to this comp.
Yeah, he was here setting at a gym in London called Sen earlier today. And I think, despite spending the day setting, he somehow has enough energy to turn up, absolutely rinse the qualifiers. He made, I think, the hardest boulder I tried, which I ended up not topping, had a bunch of goes on. He made it look like a warm-up. I couldn't believe the way he did it. So yeah, he's here, I guess, representing the Japanese climbing team for us. Meanwhile, we've got Izzy
Bridgens.
Thank you, Bridgens.
I told you it'd get complicated.
Yeah, no, I got lost straight away. Is this her first go? Gosh, she's looking good so far.
So
that's the hip position.
There we go. Right now, Izzy.
Oh no,
Izzy does climb. She's a very, very different athlete to Faye because she's much, much taller and much more kind of limmy. She's got long arms, long legs, whereas Faye's a little bit shorter. But they do climb in quite a similar way.
They do, yeah. They're both the only ones who have found that hip position on this boulder.
I think if Izzy can find a way to not have to use like too much power and strength through using her hips, she will find it. And we've seen that in a lot of comps that she's been in. We've seen her do the splits at the top of the wall. We've seen her use her flexibility massively to her advantage. So
absolutely,
I think any opportunity to kind of, like we said with Faye, just get the weight off her fingers and into her feet, you'll see her do it. And she's very, very good at finding that.
You know what, Kai having a little bit of trouble with his first move, but Diane had the same thing. We know he works out and did it eventually. Gosh, yeah, she's looking for all kinds of technical options there. All right, Kai, let's see it. Okay. Yeah, no other options for the start move. Oh, we've seen a few athletes stop on that first pink volume that they jump to and then do the drop down as a separate move. I wonder if Kai doesn't feel able to or doesn't know about that as an option. Like
we said earlier, he is one of our shorter athletes.
That's true.
So obviously that foothold is suddenly a lot further away for him than it would be for someone like Callan, for example. So yeah, perhaps he's, or maybe he's just not read it in the same way. That's what we were saying earlier about observation. Why it's such a cool thing is because those athletes are. It's a collaborative effort in observation. Those athletes are talking to each other, sharing beta.
Oh, that was close.
Obviously, they don't know exactly how it's going to climb, but they have a pretty good idea of how to make these boulders work. And they discuss that. And they do talk about it quite a lot on the mats about, like, well, maybe I'll try this, maybe I'll try this. So they'll have discussed multiple methods. I would be sure that they talked about dropping down in a wanna.
Again.
Oh, she's trying hard.
Come on, is she going to go right-handed? Oh, no!
So it looked like she tried to bump her left hand in, but there is nothing to grab on the back of those holds. Those are... I think I'm right in saying that
there we go.
From Motif. Yeah, he made it look so easy that time.
It's one of those moves, when you do it just right, it's not that hard. You land there and you're standing up on a fairly decent edge.
Yeah.
But landing it with exactly the right amount of momentum is really, really tricky to learn. All right, here we go. Really, really tricky second to last move there. Not seen... I suppose we've seen 4 athletes do it, but not many of them have made it look easy. So
with 35 seconds to go, he's pulling back on.
He's got enough time.
What would you be thinking in this situation?
I think I'd be trying not to think too much. It's one of those boulders where if you overthink it, it stops working. If you just trust your body to do what he's trained it to do by muscle memory, maybe it'll work. But I don't know if he's going to have one more go with only 20 seconds. He's got the zone now, so he'd have to find the top for it to be worthwhile.
Oh, he has pulled back on. I just saw his attempt count to go up. But yeah, here we go.
Not quite.
Izzy's really putting in the work now. Come on, Izzy.
This will be close. Come on, she's still got time.
It's only 5 seconds. She's got to try really hard. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen, but what an effort. She really put in a lot of work on that.
Great effort by these two. Right, well, I think that wraps us up for Boulder 1. Almost a complete reversal of the rankings so far.
Yeah.
But still plenty to go. We're only a quarter of the way in. We've got 3 more boulders. Anything can happen.
So you can see that Kai had 9 attempts on that boulder, which I think is almost entirely on that first move. Yeah. Very, very droppable. But do you know what? In the qualification boulders, he did really well on the physical boulders as well. So maybe it'll look a little bit different as we progress.
Exactly. Right, we've got Callan Inaki back for Boulder 2, along with Faye McDougall, who I think currently sits in first place.
I think so.
Yeah. All right, Callan. Now, this is, again, supposed to be the hardest boulder for the open category. Let's see. Oh, no, I thought she was going to do it as a massive dyno, which is how I read it.
It looked like she set up for that, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. She did a little fake out for us. This is what the route setters told us was the sequence. And then she's going to walk back across to the left. Now, yeah, you went down and had a look at these holds. I also had a look at it before the final started. This next hand hold that she's about to reach with her left hand has, I don't even know if I can describe the size of it, a tiny pebble on each side. What would I describe it as? Like literally pea-sized.
Yeah, I think
maybe half a pea.
I think, yeah, exactly. I think a pea is exactly the right size, but a pea that's been chopped perfectly in half and then stuck onto a no-texture hold, which in itself isn't very big. You can see that, I mean, Faye's got small hands, and she's almost entirely covering that hold. It's a very, very small jib. And then what she stood on is very, very similar as well. It's a big, it's not big, I don't know what I'm saying. It's a small circle that would fit in the palm of your hand, again, with a very small, slippery nipple on it.
And yet somehow she looks pretty relaxed up there. Here we go. Come on, Faye. Come on.
So smooth.
She's going for that corner to slow down and then to drop down again. Is she going to try and reach it with her?
Showing some very good tactics, actually, in this boulder. Come on, breathe, Faye. You got this.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I told you it was slippery.
Yeah, you're right. Meanwhile, yeah, I think Callan, having exactly the experience I'd expect to have on this boulder, really struggling just to get off the start holds.
So my prediction on this next boulder for the open category is, I think that Diane will have a good time on it.
I think so too. He's very good at this stuff.
He's got guns and he's so physical. Anything that he can squeeze, I reckon. I think he'll do quite well on this.
I think Jack is also actually going to have a pretty good time on this. He's, as we said, like a wizard for this weird style. I think him and Max Ayrton, the chief set of this comp, have a relatively similar style.
Oh, interesting.
I think I think Jack has a really good knack for finding just the right positions, which I think is pretty crucial for that black climb.
And I've seen Jack in comps before, and I think what I was saying before about Max, they're both really good at doing weird stuff on the wall.
Yeah.
And obviously that's going to really come into play on this next boulder.
Come on, Faye. God, the concentration.
This is interesting. So
standing on that volume looks so hard. How are you doing that?
I wondered if they were just going to step straight out to the foothold and then foot swap on it, because that volume is incredibly low profile.
You've got to have really good ankle flexibility and just really good trust in that volume to be able to take your time and step through slowly like that.
Belief is everything. When you're on comp slabs, belief is absolutely everything. If you don't have the confidence, you're not going to do the boulder. It's as simple as that.
You know, yeah, Callan trying his best, but yeah, man, that's how I'd feel, buddy. Yeah. I'm sorry. Looks hard.
Faye going for another go.
Right, she's got 35-ish seconds left. It is just enough time, but she can't really climb it slowly. Go on, Faye. Yeah. Might have grazed her shin.
Do you know what? There. Fair play to Callan, because he stuck with it throughout his entire 4 minutes. He hasn't put it onto the boulder once, but he's tried really hard, and that's a really hard situation to be in, where you're like, I literally can't get off the ground. Yeah. I've been in that situation, and it doesn't feel good.
Oh, it sucks.
Time spent on the wall, 10 seconds. I mean, come on. That's such a hard situation. But fair play, he could have picked up his chalk bag and walked off, and just thought, you know what, this one's not for me. But he stuck with it and really put in a good effort.
I think there's so many skills that you have to develop as a competitor. Obviously, as we've said, they all have to be really, really strong, really flexible. They have to be technically really proficient at so many different styles. But then I think the mental side of competing is also really hard. There's loads of tactics that you need to pick up, and you pick them up over time. But I think, as we've said, the ability to slow down and do things calmly under pressure, really difficult. And as I think we saw from Callan just then, being really resilient, where sometimes you come out, you get your butt kicked for 4 minutes, and then you just have to go back into isolation, reset, and try again on the next boulder and hope it goes better. Right, Eugenie Lee, meanwhile, she's gone for the sequence you and I read. She's gone left foot straight for that red hold, which I assume means she's planning on switching feet, which sounds like a rough method to me, but here we go. God, it's going to be a hell of a magic trick.
Oh, she did really well to try and control that then. Now, I think maybe what worked for Eugenie in that situation is a slightly faster foot swap.
Yeah, I think so.
If she moves a little bit more dynamically, she'll be able to get her weight onto her right foot quicker, and she'll have a bit more time in trying to keep her balance. That looks pretty positive then from Luca.
That did. He looked quite confused about not working.
Yeah.
So I think he found a good position and tried really hard and got basically nothing back there.
Luca's an insanely strong board climber.
Yeah.
If you watch his Instagram, oh my gosh, he climbs hard on like the tension board and the kilter board, 8 Bs coming out of his ears. But this is such a different style of physicality.
I've said it before, I think, to a friend. I think Luca might be one of the strongest board climbers in the world, which I know is a big claim, but yeah, like you say, he does V13, 14, 15 all the time on the board.
Pretty regularly. Yeah. And there's, as you say, there's not many people who can keep up with him.
But no crimps on that boulder, so I don't know if that's going to be that helpful. But luckily, like I said, he's pretty widely skilled. So maybe he'll be able to work out this start.
Yeah, I think what we're talking about with these other athletes, so I think Luca's got a lot of experience still to gain in big finals like this. Like he has. I hosted the British Champs a couple of years ago, and he made finals in that. So he's not unfamiliar with these big finals.
Yeah.
But there's always things to learn, and he's only young. Exactly. He's in his first year of university. He's got a lot still a lot of experience still to gain in these comps.
Exactly.
And it can only kind of go up for him from here.
Exactly right. Meanwhile, people asking in the live chat, why aren't I in the finals? I did compete at the qualifiers this morning, and obviously I won by a mile, but you and I were going to do the commentating, so I gracefully bowed out and let some of these young guys have a try instead.
How did you get on? So it was 100 boulders, and the top 15 of yours that you did counted. So what number did you get up to?
So I just flashed all 100. So then, no, not even close. I actually struggled to even do 15 boulders.
Yeah.
I think I got 18 done in the end.
Nice.
Took everything. I'm absolutely cooked now. And I think the hardest one I did was boulder number 90, which I was pretty happy with. And I got close on 95, didn't do it. Got close on 91, didn't do it. And yeah, now I'm absolutely trashed. So yeah, asking in the live chat, am I going to come and try these finals boulders? Yeah, but not for a few days.
Yeah.
I need to grow some skin. Yeah. I can't imagine having gotten through qualifiers and then having to try even harder boulders for finals.
Yeah, definitely. I think what's really it's a testament to these athletes. They've done a really hard qualification round. They perhaps had better tactics than us when we were going around the boulders. So maybe they tried or like accumulated points with some of the easier boulders, easier in inverted commas, boulders, rather than going for the 90s like you and I did, where we didn't get super far. But I mean, if you did you say boulder 90?
Yeah,
dude, that's amazing. They were
you
really
did all right
hard.
yourself, you know.
I got up to boulder 77. Not from one. I didn't do all of them up to 77.
And you must have been pumped.
Yeah, right. But boulder 77, and that still felt hard. But there was a lot of people here in qualification, and you know what? I'm a little bit under the weather. I've got a bit of a cold. Hamish MacArthur gave me the flu in Kendal Mine Festival, so no. I've got loads of excuses to throw out. Excuse me.
Oh no, there he goes. Yeah, good excuses though. Right. Oh, meanwhile, okay, no luck for Eugenie Lee and Luca Martins on those last boulders. But now we've got Jack McDougall, who I think is the first athlete to leave the floor on this boulder. Meanwhile, Willow, working out what to do on this first one. Let's see, is she going to do stand on the volume and step through like we saw Faye do? Or is she going to do left foot all the way out and leave herself with a tricky foot switch to work out?
It will be interesting to see how these guys figure it out, because they do train together pretty frequently. So it's always interesting to see how they read in boulders in the same way, or have they gone their own way during observation and come up with their own beta.
Oh, Willow.
It's pretty savage. So Jack was the first athlete to get off the ground, but obviously that doesn't really matter, because the zone is so high through that boulder. They have to do a lot of work before they can get anything that's worth any points.
God, brutal. Yeah, looks hard, Willow. Okay, let's see what Jack does on this. So,
Jack,
he just finds the good position, clamps the crap out of it. Oh, that is the method, but...
Is it, to go into the shoulders?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but it doesn't look very likely. Oh, just wheel spin from Willow there. first to leave the floor. I didn't mean to be brutal. It's a hard boulder.
It's a crazy, crazy hard boulder. I think when Max Ayrton says this is hard, it's really hard. This is really hard, and especially when it's in his style of kind of weird tech. If Max says it's hard, it's hard.
Oh yeah. Can't tell if we're going to have someone come out and just find all the positions and make it look really easy. I mean, my hopes were on Jack McDougall doing just that.
Yeah.
But you reckon Diane might make a good show
I think Diane's got a good chance just because he's so physically strong that if he has something to squeeze, he's often quite good at squeezing
fingerprints in those volumes.
Yeah, but you know what? I've hosted comps before where we've had some weird tech in it, and I've had an entire finals worth of athletes not be able to pull on in somewhat similar to what we're seeing now. So who knows? If they figure it out, I have no doubt, and this really comes with Max's setting, that if they find the exact right body position, it will just unlock. And that's kind of what Max prides himself on in his setting, is this subtlety. If they don't find that, as we've seen, they're just not going to get off the ground.
Exactly. Meanwhile, the women's plus boulder continuing to elude our athletes. No one quite working out how to get to the zone. Faye, I think, was the first one we've seen get her foot out to that second volume.
Yeah, she definitely looked the most comfortable and confident on this, didn't she?
Willow making steady progress. I think that's also what's interesting, is any of these athletes, I think, could do all 4 of the boulders if they had enough time to just work through them. But that 4-minute time limit goes by really fast. Come on, Willow.
Yeah,
going left foot again?
I'm sure for the open category, 4 minutes probably feels quite long.
Oh, here we go. Jack with the closest attempt we've seen so far.
That was a good go.
Long way to go.
20 seconds left. I think Jack's probably going to be calling it.
Here we go. Willow's got 15 seconds. Oh my gosh, she made the foot switch look like nothing. Did you see that?
Fast foot swap totally works. That's amazing. Come on, Willow. Get that zone.
Come on.
7 seconds. No, Willow. That was so close.
Oh, just teetered backwards.
Oh, man. Oh, she's buzzing, though. Do you know what?
Great attempt.
I love watching Willow compete because she has such a good time on the mat. Sometimes you see athletes get really frustrated. Willow is the opposite of that. She's buzzing. That was so cool to see, and she came so close to getting that zone. That was an amazing effort. She looked so comfortable on the slab then.
Yeah, I know. God, I can't believe how she did that foot switch so easily. It just suddenly was over and she was on to the next move.
It was like the countdown just added a bit of pressure just to be like,
just keep moving.
Exactly.
Yeah, right. Max and Lucy next. Let's see what they make of these.
Lucy, very good slab climber.
Yeah.
Seen her do some very, very tricky slabs. So I'm interested to see. Obviously, we know all of them are very good slab climbers, and we've not seen a zone yet. So fingers crossed here for Lucy. Super smooth, very, very quick getting onto the boulder.
Yeah, avoided that awkward pistol squat.
Yeah.
Saves her loads of energy for this start sequence. Oh, we can hear some cheering from the audience. We can't see it, but I think Max might be making some progress on... Oh my god, here we go! How did he do that?
Max Milne is demolishing this boulder, so that's the zone, which means there's only one move left.
There is a hold hidden around... Oh my god, he's found a knee bar. Is that going to work? Come on, Max. Come on, Max.
He looks so solid.
Come on, Max. Come on, man. Yeah.
He has absolutely demolished that boulder. What an insane performance we've just seen. Max Milne.
That's huge for Max.
That was unbelievable to see. That just so strongly speaks to the confidence, the ability, and just the sheer class of an athlete like Max Milne.
Oh my god, he's so good. Okay, Lucy, meanwhile, absolutely chilling on that horrible foothold. It looks like she's going to go for the foot switch as well. We've now seen it work for Willow. I'm not sure if we get replays or not. Maybe we'll cut back and see how Max did that start move, but I reckon he just did what everyone else did and made it look fine.
I think you're right. What's interesting, so Lucy's actually in a slightly stiffer pair of shoes than the other athletes.
Yeah, I wonder if that makes it a little easier.
I think they were all
pedals.
in Dragos, and Lucy's in the slightly softer Instinct, but they're stiffer than Dragos.
This is good for Lucy. It's definitely going
to make a difference. There we go. That
the zone.
I don't think that counts. So for an athlete to be awarded the zone, they have to...
Not yet.
Now it is.
There we go.
They have to hold it in control, but they also have to use it.
Yeah,
which means
you can't just touch it. You've got to touch it and use it to make positive progress on the climb.
Exactly. So as soon as she moved her foot, that's when the zone gets awarded.
She's eyeing up the finish. Oh no! Oh, Lucy just, it looked like she hesitated at the last second whether to go fast or whether to go slow.
I think you're right. She got in her own head.
Yeah.
You could see it happening in real time.
She knows it was a mistake. She knows she can get back there again. Here we go. No rest. Straight back on it, Lucy. I can't believe Max just did that. Wow, Max. Right. Here we go. On the heel this time. I swear she was on the toe before.
She was on a toe on her first go because she kind of jumped into it, but I think
this looks much worse. Why did she decide to do that? Okay, whatever, it's worked. Where we go?
Often what we see in finals, in my experience, is athletes will change their beta to try and make something slightly higher percentage.
Yeah, okay.
So if she's like, I could fall off that, then maybe she's opted for the ever so slightly slower but more secure method of getting up on that pistol squat.
I'm not sure if that's better.
I told you.
She's vastly more experienced competitor than I am, but that first stand-up dead point she did on the toe looked easy for her. I hope she goes for that again. Just under a minute now for Lucy. She knows she can do it. Come on, do it.
Come on, Lucy.
Do it with your toe. Toe. Oh, no.
She's going for that heel again.
I know. She's got her reasoning. I'm sure it's better. Doesn't look better, but yeah, there we go. Go on, Lucy.
What's interesting, so she's being stood up on that heel definitely holds her entire body slightly further over to the right. If she could be on a toe, there's definitely more ability to lean left.
Yeah.
Although it's just out of the spotlight, but she has switched it to a toe now.
Yeah.
But it looks like maybe switching it kind of
she's
helped
still
her.
got time if she climbs this really fast.
It wobbled her off.
Yeah. Just on that heel, she can't rotate to get the position she wants for the next moves. But damn, good effort, Lucy. Oh, still, I think the only one to get the zone on that boulder, and she so nearly had the top. Well, we'll see later if that makes a difference. I mean, still, Faye McDougall, the only one with the top in this in the women's category. Is that right?
Yes, no, that is right. So what? No, I said that Izzy Bridgens is the slab queen. It will be really interesting to see how she gets on this one.
You're right.
Her ankle flexibility is insane, so smearing on that volume, in theory, shouldn't be too crazy. But I'm interested to see Izzy Edgington on it because, as I said before, Izzy's a real powerful climber. This type of climbing is not necessarily going to allow her to kind of use those skills.
No, exactly.
Let's see how her tech climbing is as well.
Right, and meanwhile we've got Diane Akhtar out on his second boulder. We'll see him in a minute to see what he makes of this hideous start move. He now knows it can be done.
Yeah, for sure.
And he would have heard the cheer for Max.
As you say as well, him and Diane and Max both train together quite a lot, so they are used to... He knows that if Max can do it, then he's got...
Yeah. Look, he's doing it. He's doing it.
He's looking strong.
I wonder if this is what Max did. He's just mauling it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, just crush the volumes into powder. It's working. Oh no! I jinxed him. Sorry.
He was looking really strong in that position, and you can see he's such an incredible athlete. He's looking so strong, absolutely jacked.
Yeah,
and he's looking so strong. So as soon as he can kind of get into that position where he's squeezing, I think maybe we might see another good performance from Diane on here.
Oh, I think we will. Oh, another stand up on the heel. Although she's on the toe now, she looks like she's able to rotate that leg. Pan down a little bit, and we'll see it. Nope. Oh, and now it's in shadow. Oh, what a mystery. Okay, is she... Ooh, good effort, Izzy. God, they all look so calm up there, but I know it's so stressful.
Yeah, for sure. Do you know, I'd love to get inside their head and just see what the matrix looks like inside there, and like, what are they thinking? How many different options are going through their brain?
Yeah.
Are they thinking...
Yes,
so she's going for the toe, which is what we said, so that's interesting. Oh, Diane just slipping off the first move.
Yeah.
So that's showing, even though he has figured out the body position, it's still incredibly droppable. But they've got half their time left. Still 2 minutes to go. There's plenty of time for these guys.
I wonder if one of the issues with this first few moves of the men's boulder is just friction. And I think on Max's first go, and maybe on Dan's as well, their hands were just a little bit cooler and the friction was a little bit better. And now he's a few attempts in, his skin's heated up, maybe it's going to be even harder. But he was making progress just then, so maybe he can still do it. Oh, meanwhile, Izzy going for the foot switch. Come on, Izzy. Come on, do it. Just do it. Do it now.
She's just got to believe that's all it is on this.
Do it. Oh, come on! Oh man, that was smooth.
Smooth.
Such a hard foot switch, and she made it look kind of fine when she did it.
She actually did it a lot slower than what we were talking about earlier, but I think she just managed to get her hips in the exact right position and just kind of kept her body nice and close to the wall. Just wobbled off.
Balance position is so fine for that move. All right, we're into the last minute. They both look like they could do these boulders, but I think yet to get a zone for each of them.
Okay, she's pumping herself up now. Come on, Izzy.
40 seconds left. Yeah, Diane looking strong. He always looks strong.
He always looks strong, but he's back in the position he was in. So let's see what he's got his foot. Now, there is a jib on that volume that he stood on with his right foot.
There is. But it's not a good one. Position just then as well.
He looks pretty solid, but the foot is... There's a jib, but it's not a good jib.
If Izzy keeps moving, she's got just enough time to do this. Oh, it's going to be tight. But we could see our first
if she foot
she
swaps
knows
a little bit quicker.
Foot switch. No!
Oh, man.
Great effort, Izzy.
Oh, Diane's going again. There's 5 seconds.
He could still just get the zone. It could count. Not enough time. Yeah, with less than 20 seconds left, there's probably not quite enough time to top the boulder, but if you've not got the zone yet, then it is worth using that time.
For sure.
If you already had the zone, then 20 seconds is not enough time to top it, so not worth getting on.
I think we'll see when the scores pop back up. Lucy's currently in second place, and she only has 2 zones, so the zones really could be kind of like make or break if this is a low scoring finals.
Yeah, absolutely. Right, Kai Harada, our top placed qualifier, along with Izzy Bridgens, who you've titled the Slab Queen.
I haven't titled, other people have titled, but I have seen her
keep saying it.
Do you know what? I've seen her on slabs, and she climbs incredibly well on slabs.
She's really, really good.
Now, what I'm interested in here, right?
He's crimping it.
Kai is so strong.
He's off the floor.
He's also incredibly good at comps, but this is what I would describe as a very British style comp boulder, in that there's not many setters who set boulders this style. Max is obviously one of them.
Yeah.
Jamie Cassidy,
yeah.
He always used to set this kind of weird style as well that required it. Percy Bishton,
yeah.
Again, really weird tech is very much the style that these setters go for.
Absolutely. Now Max Ayrton taking up the mantle to set weird British tech.
Weird British tech, but I wonder how much exposure Kai has had to it.
Sorry.
It's alright, don't worry.
How did that work?
I actually didn't even see that foot swap happen. It was like the foot just morphed from left to right.
That was crazy. Oh my god, is this her... No, it's her second go, but man, it's looking good so far. Yeah, come on, Izzy.
Okay, now this is where we saw Lucy have a little wobble.
Just hesitate for a second. There is a small...
slow, what are we saying?
I think fast and...
Oh, no! Just a little bit too quick. You saw as she hit it.
Yeah.
Her hips and her chest just came out a little bit.
I think you've got to go fast, but then keep the balance point, which is a really, really hard balance to find. Yeah, as you were saying, Kai Harada might not have had much experience on this weird British tech style. I'm not sure. Has he come over and done the quiff before? Because that's famous for exactly that style. The Climbing Works International Festival, big competition in Sheffield.
There definitely has been a lot of Japanese athletes, but I can't think if Kai has been over for it.
No. Let's see this foot swap again. Come on, Izzy.
Maybe he could be convinced to come over for the last ever quiff, which is happening next year. That would be very exciting.
He is doing all right on this so far, though. Okay, here's the foot swap.
Oh, hand just slipping then for Kai.
I don't understand how that's working. I don't understand that at all. How is everyone else having to jump and she is just sliding one off and putting the other one on?
I feel like the same thing happened again. It's almost like there's a glitch on the screen.
We both leaned right in to have a good look, and both were like, yeah, don't understand what's happening there. Don't understand.
It's like the white and black shoes just kind of like vanish into each other. That's
crazy,
absolutely amazing.
Alright, a minute and a half left, both of them.
Louis, let's see if we can actually watch what's happening this time, because I've missed it both times.
Okay, let's pay attention. So look, her left foot's on. Yeah, good. Now when does the switch happen? She stands on it, and then... How is she doing? But how is she getting her weight off the left foot? And
that is amazing. So she's not doing the hop. She's kind of just switching around, switching her heel around, and just allowing both feet to be on it at once.
The route setters have somewhat designed that to not be possible on that move. So I don't understand how she's doing it at all, let alone making it look effortless. Come on, here we go. This could be really important for Izzy, and she sticks it. There we go.
what I think will very much be a very crucial top.
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Izzy Bridgens has now taken over in first place. That was amazing to see.
Wow, the slab queen in action.
Yeah, well, I told you. And you know what? Lucy came so close. It took the same number of attempts as Izzy, but Izzy just managing to make that finish
Incredible.
move work a little bit better.
Kai, meanwhile, still battling with open category 2 boulder in the last 20 seconds. He's still fighting to get the zone. He's got to this position almost every time, but, oh, yeah, that foot switch was brutal. I think he's going to call it there. And that brings us to the halfway point of our competition. Still, right? Yeah, that's 2 boulders done.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
and that's our top place qualifier. So I think we're going to briefly break for some adverts. Yep, there we go. Here's a word from our sponsors. It'll be 45 seconds. Stay right there, folks.
Every unrooted shot is bursting with baobab, a wild African superfruit with 7 times the fiber of oats, 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 6 times the potassium of bananas, all packed into one daily shot. Support your gut health. Keep your body energized and your immune system strong. Sometimes it takes guts. Sometimes it takes energy. Unrooted, your partner in climb.
Tenzing Natural Energy, the most refreshing energy drink you'll ever have. 100% from nature, low calorie, no junk. Because life's too good for bad energy.
So we are now back for the second half of this final. Louis, it's been incredibly exciting so far.
Crazy hard boulders, all of them top so far, but none of them looking easy. Still, anything could happen in this second half. We'll know more, certainly, and maybe have some predictions of the winners after this boulder, but we'll see how it goes.
If you had to call it now, who would you say for your 2 top athletes?
Max. I would have called that before the final started.
Yeah.
Big Max fan, and he's always so good, especially under pressure. And I think I'd give it to Faye McDougall for the Women's Plus category, and so far looking really good. Although I suppose actually Izzy just doing that slab at the end has nudged her into second place, so it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, for me, I think I would have chosen Izzy for the win in the Women Plus, and do you know what? It's really hard to call. Max, Diane, Jack, they're all, for me, they're all favourites to win.
Yeah.
Obviously, it all comes down to the bowls on the day, and Max is doing the best so far, so let's see how the rest of them get on. So here we go. Faye is back out, and so is Kaylin.
Right, and let's have a look at these boulders. Oof, okay, so
remember, if you want to have a good close-up look, I have posted videos of all of the boulders now on Instagram stories, so check out at George Lonsdale. You can have a look at all of them. Louis and I'll tag you in them so you can share them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And then everyone will have a really good opportunity to have a look at these boulders. Now this is the one that you misread when we were looking at the boulders.
I right now I'd be jumping and sliding off that first yellow side pole probably for the entire 4 minutes, baffled by why it wasn't working.
Yeah.
I don't know if I would have spotted this press sequence, although now she's so I think the route setter did say that she did briefly grab that side pull, but then went back into the press with both hands to move her feet across. I think this was Katie.
Right.
Alright, meanwhile Callan on this first move, I think he's got to land the foot and the press and the thumb.
Oh wow.
And that left hand that he's landing, I think you can tell from how shiny it looks on screen, doesn't have any texture on it.
No, it is kind of high profile. It probably sticks out from the wall maybe like 7 or 8 inches, but as I was saying when I was down there on the mats, that kind of doesn't matter because the groove that you're in is so shallow.
Yeah.
So when you're pressing, obviously you want to have as much angle in there as possible, and there just is not much angle to grab at all, and that's why the thumb is so crucial, because that's what's going to keep their chest in, and that's what will keep the weight through that foot.
Oh, here we go. She's kept both hands on the press, and now she's got her foot out. Can she reach the zone? It feels like the zone. There we go. And let's see. Oh, that doesn't quite count as using it. Let's see. Just move a foot. Oh,
no, I don't
think that counts because she didn't use it to make positive progress. She kind of fell off after she grabbed it.
I think if she'd have moved her foot, just bumped it, it would have counted. But for me, it's a close one. But I don't think I would have given it.
Not quite. I don't think she would either. She knows.
But what's interesting, so the first yellow mackerel that these athletes are going to come up against is actually a palm for later in the sequence. It's almost a bit of a red herring that it's there, and you kind of fell for it in that paddle sequence.
Absolutely,
we talked about. But and we saw Faye in a different way kind of use the red herring in her first attempt, where she palmed, then came to it, and obviously it's absolutely an awful sloper.
Yeah,
she fell off. But what's always so impressive about these athletes is how they can change their beta on the fly. They're constantly, when I was saying about the matrix before, I feel like that's what I visualise is going through their head. They are constantly thinking, what can I do? What can I do better?
Yeah.
How can I make it easier for me? Because that's not, the athletes, obviously, the route setters are trying to force these athletes to do the intended beta. The athletes are trying to do it in the easiest way for them, for their bodies.
Which is sometimes the intended beta, sometimes they can find another way.
Yeah, and the setters, the challenge is to make it so that their way is hard enough and the easiest way, right? Yeah. But as we said, there's so many different body shapes and sizes in this finals, it's very, very hard for everyone to be doing the same thing.
Callan having a rough time on this first boulder. He's really close every time, but I feel like it's one of those frustrating moves where if you land all those points just right at just the right moment, you stick there and it feels great. But if you don't get everything right... Oh, he might have found another method. Oh, my God. Oh, God, how's that working?
Wow, that was incredibly powerful. So
he's locking off, basically one arm mantling that crimp on his left hand.
The foot is incredibly far away. I would be very surprised if any of the other athletes, maybe Luca, because he's quite tall as well, could attempt that, because that foot's so far away. And
oh my God, he just did it!
Here we go. Okay, now that is really impressive.
Faye might have just got the zone on that boulder. I'm not sure if that counted. It looked like she held it, did a little foot move, and then came off. We'll see.
If Callan's going to do it again.
Oh, he definitely can, but now he's not got enough time. Good effort, Callan.
I wonder if he got the zone on that really good attempt where he kind of mantled it one arm.
Is the thumb catch that zone?
Yeah.
Oh, well then, yeah, I think he did, because he moved his foot up, didn't he?
See. Oh, yeah,
they gave him the zone.
13,
hey, okay.
14 attempts.
We were wrong.
Wow.
Apparently Faye got the zone every time just then.
Interesting. Maybe we were being too harsh.
Maybe we were being too harsh. As long as they're consistent with it, that's fine.
Yeah, right.
But a lot of work to go after they get that zone on this women's plus third boulder. Right.
Well, actually, on both, the zone's quite low on both.
You're right, yeah, you're right. All right.
Now, Jeannie is a very, very flexible climber.
Yeah.
I think if she reads it right and palms in, getting her hips under there, I don't think that'll be too much of an issue. I think she'll be able to, even though she's much taller than Faye, I think she'll be able to make it work.
I think that might actually be helpful for her, because I think she won't have to press as hard. She'll be able to keep a little bit more friction on her feet. Let's see if I'm right about that, though. Her right foot's got to move way up.
Kind of looks like she's girding
Luca,
hard.
meanwhile, looking like he's finding the static beater on his first go, and that is the zone. Now he's moved his left hand.
Definitely, yeah. Very nice there.
Oh my gosh. His hand's just sliding across it, and he's making it work. Come on, Luca. Gross, he's going for the match. There we go, that's what you want. Oh.
Wow.
I don't know if you want to match that, is that?
So the angle change now almost kind of puts you on a bit of a slab.
Yeah, it does.
So as long as he can kind of keep...
Oh my God.
Super close then. As long as you can keep balanced, that could be a good way to do it. But it's not super clear on the stream, but that foot that he was trying to bounce his right foot up onto is upside down.
Yeah.
Very, very slippery.
It's bad the right way up,
when it's not upside down, exactly what I was going to say. So he's going to have to undercut that pebble really, really hard to be able to kind of keep enough force through his feet. Good
thing he is an absolute mutant and probably can do that. But I don't think it's what Ruxus is intended. He'll probably make it work anyway, but let's see. Meanwhile, Jenny Lee making steady progress towards the zone. Come on, Jenny. Yep, she's got her foot out. That... I mean, it was the zone for Faye, so let's assume that counts for Jenny as well. Good
Yeah, I
effort.
will be interested to see if the judges are giving it for that, because obviously we are being slightly harsh, but also we can only see what's on the screen.
Yeah.
The judges have a much clearer view than what we
Exactly. Okay, Luca just cranking that start hold down way below his shoulder to get that zone. Yeah, like you say, one of our taller athletes, but I'm interested in your opinion. I wouldn't say it's always an advantage to be taller. Actually, it rarely is.
Yeah, I think if you look through athletes past, we can see that actually some of our shorter athletes do really well. I'm thinking some of the guys like Sean McCall.
Yeah.
One of the best athletes that
great
climbing's
choice.
ever had. He's what, like 5'6", something like that?
I think so, yeah.
So, I think in some ways it can be very beneficial. In fact, look at tonight's final. Max Milne, not a tall athlete.
No, exactly.
But an absolute powerhouse. And I think what being slightly shorter has helped with is teaching him to move really dynamically.
I wonder if that was your feeling on it as well. I think being a taller climber can often be an advantage early in someone's climbing, but well, no, I take it all back. Jenny can reach all the way up to that foothold, and maybe she's going to be able to break the climb completely. And right now we are looking at two taller climbers who are finding some good beta breaks using their height and strength. Yeah, this is working.
Now, I can tell you that foothold that Jeannie's crimping on is really, really bad.
Yeah,
but she's making it work. This is incredibly
How
strong.
is she making it work? Oh, she's got it well now. Oh, no! She looks unsure about whether or not that was a good idea.
And the fact that she went back out to the zone makes me think that she doesn't think she's got the zone. So I will be interested to see the scores and see if that is reflected, because maybe we are being as harsh as the athletes, the judges are slightly...
Might also be that she didn't feel like she had anywhere else to go.
Also could be true, yeah.
That's the zone. I would have given that. She moved off it.
Yeah, I mean, that looks so solid.
In our own separate scoring that we're doing.
Yeah, which I would say is the most official. Nice little shot of our MCs who are doing an amazing job keeping the energy super high.
Huge crowd this evening as well.
Really, really big. It's absolutely packed, and you can see there is no space between the mats and the wall behind. Hundreds of people have stuck around after qualies to cheer on these finalists, and it's really sounds like a proper good vibe down there.
It really does. All right. Yeah. Experienced competitor giving it a brush before she starts. Willow getting ready. Jack doing the same in the background there.
Now for me, I would imagine Jack's going to do well on this boulder. Again, it's weird tech, small holds. Jack's got strong fingers, he's got good hip, flexibility, mobility. I would be putting my bets on Jack doing all right on this one.
I would too, George. Oh, Willow's toe hooking the other side. Everyone else has opted for a left toe hook to stand up with their left hand first. Willow's got a completely different method here. Looks like she's having a hard time with it, but it is working. Jack, meanwhile, found the same method that Luca and Callan were using. He's cranked all the way out from the start and, having a hard time going in for that press.
Jack's not our tallest athlete, but
no,
he is
he's
still
not
on the
short.
taller side.
Yeah. Willow, also not one of our taller athletes, but somehow has got all the way up to matching that foothold.
Oh my gosh, that was...
Did she just cut loose on it?
She did, her foot blew, she's on 2 fingers on her left hand, and I think maybe 2 or 3 fingers on her right, and when her foot blew, she still ended up managing to hold on.
Absolutely inhuman.
Yeah, unfortunately, doesn't score any points, but oh my gosh.
We can give her style points. That was cool, Willow, we liked it.
Style points, of course, are the most desirable thing that an athlete could want in a competition, but actually don't count for anything.
Doesn't get you any prize money, unfortunately.
No prize money.
Nope, sorry guys.
No, I don't know if you could see very clearly on that, but Willow was good.
Oh my god, I know.
Really trying hard. I wonder if, because of her back injury that she's had over the past kind of 18 months, a move like this where you have to really arch your back, really push your hips underneath, might be something, in the same way we saw Max being a bit wary on the slab boulder, maybe we could be seeing something similar with Willow, which is why maybe she's opted for the other toe hook.
Yeah, could be. Jack, meanwhile, is now changing his beta almost every time. He was going for the full intended dyno method a second ago, but he's back on this. He's already got his foot high. No one's made it past this point yet, though. I think all athletes so far have... Did Callan get the zone as well on this first one? On this first move?
I can't remember, but he definitely looked quite solid. Let's have a look at the scores. Yes, he did.
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
It was
Okay.
on his 13th out of 14th go. So it
Yeah.
was. He definitely
There we
did
go.
get the zone. Yes.
Jack, I think they'll update it in a minute. He has definitely had more than one go, and he definitely has got the zone.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Willow, I wonder if she's going to go straight for that foothold again.
It was interesting what you said about Jack. He has changed his beta pretty much every go. But it looks like he's opting to go back to what was his most successful method, which is this locking down
But
method.
the bump in to get the press on the no-text hold looks... Oh, it's worked! Oh, no!
I think he was
slightly
so
fed up
psyched.
there.
He was so psyched that
I know.
his palm worked. He lost concentration on his right hand.
Yeah. Go on, Willow. Yeah, looking really good. Okay, she's back up to that foothold. Jack looking oh no, that time his foot went. God, delicate boulder.
He's shrugging his shoulders, and do you know what? I think everyone's feeling the same thing, Jack. How is this boulder going to go down? But there's not that many athletes still to go. And Jack maybe is the best one on this kind of tech, so
I think
it
he
will be
is.
interesting to see how the others get on.
Is she just going to... Oh my God, she's just going to campus for it? Statically? Oh, she's out of time. Oh, she totally would have done it if she had time.
I'm so psyched that she actually did try that method, because that was amazing to see.
Oh, she is holding her back. I wonder if that slightly hurt her, but
Maybe
no,
give her a
okay.
bit of jip.
Maybe just a bit tender. She's back off to isolation. She'll have a little rest before the next one.
Okay, next up we have Lucy Garlick and Max Milne back on the mats.
Right, let's go. People absolutely loving the setting on the live chat. I agree, folks. The setters have done a spectacular job. Setting climbs, simply just difficult enough to separate the field, is an art in itself, but to make them so varied and interesting and aesthetic, they've done an incredible job. All right, let's go, Max. Whoa, ambitious to just go for it like that, but that is the way it's set. Meanwhile, Lucy taking her time on these first moves. Very, very patient climber. She's very experienced in these positions. Oh God, using that press basically as an undercut. I wonder if she's going to go for the same method we saw Willow and Eugenie trying. No, here we go. She's going out for the zone. Max lining up for his next attempt. Wow. Yeah, I think going from that start hold straight to the zone, not even an option worth considering for Max. So just going to go for full send for the intended dynamic beater. Come on, Max, I believe in you, buddy. Yeah, let's go. That was rough. Okay, meanwhile, Lucy taking her time, giving the holds a careful clean, making sure they're in their best condition for her next attempt. Still loads of time to play with for her. Come on, Lucy. Right, Max going for another burn. He's not really got any other options of how he could do this, so I think he's just got to nail it. That looks like a long way. Max hands on hips, not quite sure how to do this, but he'll... Ooh, okay, a slight variation. Maybe this is going to work. Can he get his left hand up now? Oh, he's going to match that. Oh, come on, Max. Oh, that was working. Oh, yeah, it looked a bit painful, but I think he's going to make that work. Max, known for his dynamic style, known for his campusing, is also outrageously good on slabs. He's also having a great time up there. Now, I assume he's going to go for the same method again, just over halfway through their time now. All right, here we go, Max. He's crimping the hell out of those footholds. Yeah, he's got it as a full press. I think it's going to work for him. There he is on the zone. Now, Luca tried to match the zone from this position, but I think this... Oh, no, okay, Max has switched hands as well, and now he's just going to rip it off the wall to bring that right foot up. Come on, Max. There we go. High point for this boulder now.
Max is really making the angles kind of work for him
Max,
there.
Great effort. Just over a minute left. He might still do it. Lucy, meanwhile, similar to the other athletes, she's got close. to making it past that zone, but no luck yet. All right, last chance for these two athletes to get these boulders done.
Max did actually have a little slip there when he pulled on, but I think he's got his beta dialed now. He knows what's going to work.
Yeah, he needs to flip it to the press. Yeah, Max. Here we go, 30 seconds left for these two.
Super smooth.
Still a long way to go. Oh, Lucy's found that foothold. That's definitely the zone. She's looking really strong in that position as well.
I don't know if you saw then, Max got very close, jumping to the yellow macro.
Come on, Lucy. Come on, Lucy. Oh, my God. Here we go. 10 seconds. Is it enough time? Oh, the effort.
Now, that's exactly what we were talking about earlier. That hold is kind of a red herring if you go early, but it's a very good palm to get you up into that groove so that you can then get into that higher section of the boulder.
Exactly.
So next up we have Izzy Edgington and Diane Akhtar back on the mats. And they're about to kick it off. Now again, what I was saying earlier, Izzy's such a strong physical climber. A boulder like this where she can kind of really unleash the biceps a little bit, this could suit her. And for Diane, I wouldn't say, as we saw on the first boulder, I wouldn't say that slab is like the thing that he excels in most, but there is some positivity to these holds. And what we know about Diane is that as soon as he can get his fingers wrapped around something, he can hold on, and he's so physically strong that if he does get that pebble really well, I think he could surprise us. Oh, very committed position that Izzy was in to fall out of then. I think she's okay. So we're having a look at the scores now. Max, 2 tops and a zone in first place. Three other top people with tops. Diane, if he wants to have a place on the podium, is going to have to do well on this boulder. Hopefully a zone. Obviously he's gone in for that top. If he can make it work, then it's all to play for on the final boulder. Izzy did find the crimp that some of our other athletes have been pulling onto, the one that Willow was campusing on. Couldn't stick it in quite the same manner that they were on. Diane now spying on the next hold. Very cool way to get that foot up. And he's actually looking pretty solid. Oh man, I spoke too soon. He was actually looking really solid, but when he tried to do his Houdini hand swap, his fingers just blew off that pebble. Very, very close. Very good effort there from Diane, but still plenty of time on the clock. Diane,
go ahead.
I was just going to say he's wasting absolutely no time, even though he's just been eyeing up the top of this boulder. Normally what we would expect to see is the athletes to kind of stop, breathe before getting back on, but Diane's wasting no time at all. He's just straight back on the block.
Well, it's not a particularly physical boulder. I mean, they all are somewhat, but this one more dependent on just finding the right positions and learning how to do it. So might mean he's focusing more on, look, don't need a rest, just need to get back on there and find out how it works. Yeah,
that's so true. And I think what we can see is a lot of the moves on these boulders are, as you say, a very learned position. These guys are so good at learning these boulders on the fly, and then you'll see once they get a beat that works, that it's instantly dialed.
Yeah. And I suppose, oh no, the score's not updated. He has got the zone a couple of times, hasn't he?
Yes,
already?
He has, yeah.
I think it's as much as anyone's got so far on that boulder.
Yeah, which might put him a little bit higher up the leaderboard, but he's still not going to be taking over Max just yet with 2 tops in a zone.
Can still come down to that last boulder though. Yeah, looking strong, Diane. Come on.
The tricky bump up to the... Oh, man.
Frustrating, because I think he knows he can do that.
You could see it in his face that he found that very, very frustrating.
Absolutely.
It was almost disbelief in his face when that foot blew.
Almost first athlete to do the intended beta on that move there. Go on, Diane. Oh, there it is.
He made that look so smooth.
Is he the first one to stick that move that way?
I think so.
Oh no, and now, yeah, try it anyway, Diane, but he's out of time.
He was so casual getting to that macro then. If only you could have done that 30 seconds earlier.
All right, last two athletes on this third boulder. We're going to see Kai and Izzy Bridgington next. Izzy
Bridgens. You just combine. You said it's
combine their names.
Combine the both.
Sorry, Izzy.
Don't make this any harder than it needs to be, Louis.
Izzy Bridges. There we go. I thought it sounded different when I said it. Thank you for correcting me. Right. Let's see what Kai makes of this.
Oh, he's smiling. I think he might be feeling pretty good.
Seems psyched. I think this boulder's going to suit Izzy quite well as well. It does have a huge element of power to it, but I think mostly it's a very, very... yeah, here we go. Look, she's already up into that press. Looking very comfortable on her feet here. Oh, she looked good on the zone just then.
She did. She was using 100% of her span to get out to that zone, but I think the volumes that she has to stand on, the left one in particular, is pretty low profile, so you need to be able to put a lot of weight through it. You've got to use that zone to really pull your foot down into that volume. So
was she on the zone, or was she grabbing something else just then? I think she was before the zone.
Yeah, there isn't. I'm just reviewing the video that I took earlier.
She might have been crimping a screw hole on the volume,
just to kind of help her shift the weight leftwards a little bit.
Let's go, Izzy. Come on.
Yeah, I think she's just in a screw hole, and then she's going to bump out to... There you go, now she's on the zone. Again, a harsh judge wouldn't give it, but...
No, but we'll see. I think she just wants her right foot a little bit further up. She'd get less balance as she does this first section, but she wouldn't feel as overextended and be losing friction as she reaches... Oh, she's found the method we've seen a lot of the other athletes go for, reaching up for that foothold. Didn't like it though.
We have seen athletes trying it, but I wonder if it's providing a little bit of a false sense of security. Like they're seeing a hold that they can hold, but actually it's not allowing them to progress much further than the intended method.
No, exactly. And we saw Lucy get all the way past it and then almost maybe find out that it leads to a dead end. I mean, she got it back into that press, I suppose, so maybe not. But yeah, Izzy not bothering going for the press at all. She's just crimping those screw holes so hard. Kai, meanwhile, not having loads of luck on this first move yet. I think he might have got near the zone a couple of times, but I'm not sure if he stuck it. Alright, another go for Izzy. Let's see it. Yeah.
You can see.
There we go. She's moved that right foot way higher. Let's see if that does it for her. She now needs to get back into the press.
You can see how hard she's boning those crimps.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Much better there from Izzy.
Come on. Yeah, back to the press. She's got plenty of time. Oh, this could be big for Izzy. Oh, no. She needs to roll her hips into it a bit first. Oh, damn.
You could see her shoulder just drop as she got up into the press.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think her swinging her arm around then is just saying that was a really intense position for her shoulder to be in.
Oh, it looked it, George. She knows how to do it now. She's got just enough time to execute. Let's see if it happens. Meaning only 30 seconds left now. Both of them slightly running out of steam on these boulders, and it might be that these are the only ones that don't quite see a top in tonight's finals.
Which is so interesting because that's definitely not what we would have predicted after talking to the route setters.
Oh, it's a shame. Izzy looks like she's really learned how to do this, but I don't think she's got enough time to find a top. But I'm pretty confident she doesn't, but here she goes. Press, 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 press. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Keep going. Oh!
Such a good effort.
Oh, fantastic effort by both of them there. Did Kai get the zone on that? I don't think he did.
Don't think he did. Let's have a look at the scores. No, it was, I think, 9 attempts, but no zone. He was incredibly close, but I don't think... Well, I'm pretty sure that will make sure that he isn't going to be on this evening's podium.
I don't think so. I was about to say, we are now at the point, because we're on to our final boulder, where we can start making predictions for the winners, which I'm always really uncertain of doing. But yeah, I think we can both safely predict that Kai isn't going to win at this point. Even flashing this last boulder isn't going to do it for him.
Obviously, we are buzzing that he's here, and it's so cool to see an athlete of the calibre of Kai Harada at a comp like this. But I think the Brits have outdone him today. Yeah,
it looks like it. Alright, meanwhile, the boulder I would be most excited for in the open category. Oh, that's not supposed to work, what Callan just did there. I think you're supposed to be paddling across those. Maybe he did stop on that first one. That's not how I'd read it, but let's see.
Well, when I was down on the mats, I can confirm that hold that he did kind of pause on for a second, although I wouldn't say he stopped. It's awful.
Yeah.
It's a really poor sloper.
It really
and I
is.
think... Oh, yeah. You can see as soon as he comes past the point where his left hand is working overtime, his shoulders come forwards and he has to release that position.
Yeah.
I think that he will have better luck, maybe pulling a tiny bit harder through that left, but allowing him to move through, because then the second red sloper is better than the first, and obviously then the hold after that is really good. Now, when I was down on the mats, when the guys came over to this for observation, they were buzzing.
Oh yeah, I bet they were. They
so
all
excited.
Love this style.
Oh, Faye made that look cruisy.
Oh, she's looking good. I think the rest of this boulder's pretty hard, but gosh, she's looking confident. That's the zone. Yeah.
No, it's really not over from here.
No,
it's an incredibly physical top. That slope is awful. Let's see, she's got the friction.
She stick that. I thought she was off.
Come on, Faye.
No, I'm sure Faye will find a different method. Yeah, she has.
So strong.
That has told us would work.
Now the finish hold is upside down, so she needs to find the knee bar. There it is, Faye McDougall, her second top of the finals. And I think Louis did that point at the top of the leaderboard.
Puts her at the top for now. It doesn't confirm the win yet, because she's only got one zone aside from those two tops. If Izzy Bridgens also tops it, then it means Izzy wins. But if Izzy doesn't top it, then I think that's gold for Faye McDougall. I'm mashing everyone's names together now.
Everybody's names. That really makes things hot up. Yeah, as you say, I think you're exactly right. So Izzy needs to top this boulder now for her to beat Faye. And if she does, Izzy will still have one more zone than Faye has. But, oh my gosh, what a close final for those two.
Incredible. Yeah, just answering questions in the live chat. Yes, Faye and Jack McDougall are siblings. They've been competing together on the junior team circuit and now on the adult team circuit for years and years now. I think their parents are also pretty good climbers as well.
Yeah, and their other sibling, Catherine. I'm not sure if there's more McDougalls, but I once hosted a plywood masters up at Boulder UK that had Catherine, Jack, and Faye all competing. It was a McDougall takeover, but it was amazing.
A dynasty.
We aren't seeing her today, but Izzy Bridgens also has a sister that competes at a super high level. I've seen them in multiple finals together. Connie Bridgens. I think she had a bit of an injury in a previous comp, but again, another kind of sibling dynasty. Yeah. And these guys are absolutely crushing. I don't know what is in the water up in Leeds where those guys train. There we go. So
Callan getting very close with that method.
He just needed to move a little bit quicker. That's all it was.
I think he might need to start doing that about 3.5 minutes ago, unfortunately.
I think you might be right.
His last attempt of this evening. Oh my God, that was close.
Very good effort.
Oh, fantastic effort by Callum this evening.
Raising his hands, he's shaking his head, he knows, he's frustrated because he knows if I'd have just figured that out a little bit earlier, he could have done that move.
Oh, clearly an incredible athlete, and I think he knows he could have done more this evening, but incredible showing nonetheless.
Now, Luca, on this boulder, what would your betting be? Obviously, we know he's crazy strong on the basic climbing style, like physical basic. What's he like at paddling?
He's pretty good.
Is he?
Oh, yeah. It's not his... I mean, I think just pulling down really hard on bad holds is his main thing, but he's great on all styles nowadays. He's done a lot of practice.
I wonder then if we might see Luca stop on that first hold, just because it is down pulling. So if he can squeeze, maybe he'll squeeze.
He might do. Let's see. Oh, damn.
Little foot blow, but that's all right.
Jenny, meanwhile, making steady progress on her last boulder of the evening. Oh!
Super strong there. Now, that hold that she's undercutting is really, really bad, and she's now going to have to jump from a harder position. Oh, just exploding off the side pull.
Oh, Luca was going to go left again after that paddle.
Interesting.
Looks quite hard. I don't know if you're going to be going in at the angle you want if you go left hand again.
Yeah, so when I read this boulder originally before talking to the route setters, I thought it was going to be right, left, match, left. After chatting to the route setters, they said that right, left, and then right hand over to the quote-unquote jug. It's not a jug, it's definitely still kind of a big slopey thing. But, so yeah, like 1, 2, and then over rather than paddling 3 times.
Yeah, exactly right.
Luca looks like he might be having a bit of a skin issue. Looks like he got his file out.
I had a look at, his hands and a bunch of other competitors' hands while they're in isolation. None of them have great skin. Quite a few of them were doing some serious skin management. I think Luca has a fairly bad split in the side of one of his fingers, which I'm sure isn't pleasant to climb on this hard boulder now.
Especially in this pull-on position where you have to crimp really, really hard. Come on, Luca. Let's see what you can do.
Oh, he could stop on that, but I think it's quite hard to move from that position afterwards, even if he can stop there.
For me, if I was in this finals now and if I'd have just done that, I think I would have thought that's definitely worth trying, but the other beater was a more positive... the more feedback, like you were definitely getting further through that boulder by paddling rather than trying to stop. So
exactly.
I think if he's sensible, he'll go back to the jumping method rather than trying to stop.
Absolutely. All right. Jenny looking good. Oh!
Much more stable.
Much more stable. I think she hit the right part of that hold that time. Just needs to, I think, give it a bit of a Yanya flick to stick that position rather than trying to hold tight in the shoulders.
I think you might be right. Yeah, I think what is so apparent in a lot of these climbs is how the athletes use momentum in their stead, and sometimes you need to kind of allow your body to swing so that you can stay in balance, because if you just try and muscle it out, it's not always the best thing, and sometimes killing the momentum will make your foot slip.
Alright,
here we go.
Minute left. Come on, Jenny.
Come on, Jeannie, let's go. Oh! Speaking of foot slips, there you go.
Yeah, another one. Come on, Luca. 1, 2, 3. No, man.
Still looking at that left hand again.
Yeah.
It could definitely work.
Yeah, it really could. He's still got time to do it. Just to clarify some questions in the live chat. At the moment, Faye McDougall in the lead with 2 tops and 1 zone. The only person who could beat her is Izzy Bridgens. If she tops the last boulder in any number of attempts, she'll have the same number of tops of boulders as Faye McDougall does, but she will also have all the zones, so she'll win by number of tops and number of zones.
Someone else has asked, why do some athletes have 4 numbers and some 3? That's because the athletes have 4 numbers are on their 4th boulder. Everybody else hasn't been out yet. So they will have 4 numbers, but they have to try their 4th boulder before they can have them.
Exactly, well explained, George.
Thank you.
Right, Luca getting on with 4 seconds left. I mean, it would still be enough to stick the zone perhaps, but he's out of time for now. Again, incredible effort by those 2 athletes. They're going to sit with their friends in the audience and watch how the rest of this last boulder unfolds for the other athletes now.
Someone saying that W4 is their favourite boulder of the finals. Yeah, it's a very, very exciting boulder with lots of elements going on.
Oh yeah, absolute banger moves.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack giving it a brush. He's pretty good on all styles. He's good on coordination moves as well.
Jack, Diane and Max were all the ones that were super psyched about this boulder.
Yeah.
So I think they've all read it together. I think that I don't know what he's saying, but he's getting himself
psyched.
pumped.
Here we go. Go on, Jack.
Maybe the future of live streaming comps is we get the athletes mic'd up as well.
I don't know if you... Yeah, no, he doesn't look that sure about it. God, imagine them being mic'd up as well. That'd be fantastic.
It would have to be an over 18s live stream, I think. I think there'd be a lot of profanities being spouted.
Go on, Willow. Yeah, she knows what to do. It's the press, and then catch, and then foot. Oh, close. She knows how it works. Yeah, really good, Willow. Come on. So impressed by Willow this evening, considering, like we said earlier, she's only very recently recovered from her broken back.
Yeah.
And is now making as good attempts as anybody else on these finals boulders. Just incredible recovery.
Yeah, and again, I mean, we've said it a few times, so I don't want to keep banging on about it, but these athletes are young.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of experience still to gain, and yet they're absolutely crushing.
Yeah.
They're showing a really good maturity. They're taking rests, they're brushing, they're breathing. All of these things you would expect of World Cup athletes at a really high level who've been doing it for a long time. These guys are like 19, 20, 21 years old. Like, they are crushing it.
It just goes to show how much the standard of athlete has risen over the last few years. The training facilities are better, the coaching's better. There's more athletes who are more motivated and training harder than ever, and look what we've got now.
Exactly.
Yeah, someone correctly identifying if the competitors were mic'd would just hear scraping sounds about 70% of the time.
I think it'd be scraping for 70%, swearing for 30.
Exactly. Someone else asking, I wonder if the commentators know what grade these problems are rated at. The route setters... Oh, Willow sticks it! There we go. The route setters told us that they are all V6.
Yeah.
So I hope that helps.
It definitely shouldn't, because that is definitely a lie. But I think what's interesting, so we can compare these to the qualifier boulders. So qualifiers, there's 100 boulders, and they started at the intro and went up to what they reckon was V14.
Yeah.
V14 got done by Max Milne in a very small number of attempts. I can't remember exactly how many it was. It was like 1 or 2. By contrast, well, Max has done 2 of the boulders, but flashed one took him 3, one took him 7 to get the zone. So that's really going to kind of give you an idea of exactly how hard these boulders are.
The difficulty is so complex, though. Like, I reckon Max could, and I think maybe has flashed V13, V14.
He's flashed
V14 before, but that's when you know the beta and the holds are decent when you grab them. The positions are relatively secure if you're strong enough. These boulders might not be as physically difficult as V14, but to complete them within 4 minutes is just a very different kind of difficulty.
Definitely, there's a heck of a lot of complexity for these boulders, and also the pressure of being in the finals really comes into it. And the conditions, that's something that I don't think gets talked about very often, is when you have a spotlight on you, it gets hot.
Yeah.
Really hot.
Oh, she's got time. Oh my God.
Willow.
5. Come on, Willow.
Come on, Willow.
You gotta be faster. You gotta be faster. You gotta be faster. No.
Oh my gosh. That was so
Do it
close.
anyway. There's the top.
Yeah, absolutely amazing. Oh man, I'm applauding in the commentators booth. That is such a good effort. That's the 3rd time Willow has been timed out.
Oh, the margins are so close in a competition like this.
Oh, but it just really shows that, like, she's just on the cusp of being really, really, like she's almost smashing it in this comp. Wow, that was amazing. I hope she's so psyched with her performance.
All right, Lucy and Max back on the mats again for their final boulder. I reckon Lucy's going to do this.
Yeah, and I think the same about Max, actually.
Max might flash it.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I mean, I really hope he does. I think it will do a wonder for his confidence.
Foot slip for Max. I just peeked through the window instead because I want to see what was going on. Lucy, meanwhile, making light work of this first section of her last boulder. She's eyeing up the zone already, and we're only 30 seconds in.
So just to kind of go on about the conditions a little bit as well, those slopers that she's on there are very poor slopers. So
absolutely hiking it so far.
She's
no struggle at all.
Moving so well. Max has managed to stop on that first sloper.
Yeah.
Lucy has topped. That's amazing. That's really going to change the scores. Max stopped on the first red sloper.
Insane. Oh, he's hyping up the crowd. He knows he's going to do it.
Oh, man. Max is such a fun competitor to watch because he just knows he's got so much confidence. Come on, Max, make it count now.
Oh, it looks quite hard, this top, actually.
It's very hard.
All the way? No, surely not.
I'm not sure what the best option is, but the finish hold is awful. Oh, man.
Okay, I think he'll work out how to do this. Knowing Max, I think he's going to rest for maybe 2 more minutes, then just do it on his next go.
I wouldn't be surprised, but look at that smile on his face while he's brushing. He's psyched. He walked over and he was fist pumping when he looked at this boulder because he knew it was up his street. So that's so cool to see Max just to absolutely demolish that paddle. That's
his broken foot campus training paying off over the last few months. I had a session with Max at last Sundance Climbing Centre in Leeds a few weeks ago, where we toured around doing a load of campus boulders set by the route setters. Could not believe some of the stuff I saw Max do, and putting on a show for us this evening, making that first move that we saw a bunch of other strong people try, it made it look just easy. Yeah. And then followed that up by smashing the next move, which I've not seen anyone else do either.
Now, obviously, we did also just see a top from Lucy Garlick. The scores haven't updated yet, but they will do very, very shortly. And that, where does that put her?
I think that puts her firmly into 3rd place. Oh, wait a minute.
That puts her into 2nd place.
That does, you're right.
But potentially into 3rd, depending on how Izzy gets on this boulder. So,
exactly right.
Wow. I mean, that's a game changer. She's absolutely crushed it.
Yeah. Just so consistently, like you can see on every time on her 4th attempt, she gets the zone and then flashes that last boulder like it was nothing.
Unbelievable. And I know her coach is in the crowd watching B. Yeah. B will be so psyched right now watching her on that. Now Max is doing exactly what you said. He's going to let the clock run down. He's breathing. You can see he's kind of heavy breathing. He's just making sure that he's recovered. Keeping his hands nice and cool. He's used some liquid chalk. Liquid chalk, obviously.
He's patient. He's confident.
Exactly.
Just absolute killer. Here
we go. Max loves the crowd.
Come on, Max.
I've emceed so many comps with Max in finals, and he feeds off the energy that the crowd will give him. Come on, Max. Let's put on a show.
Here we go, Max. Come on.
Look how casual that is. Come on, Max Milne.
1, 2. Come on, Max.
He's making this look V2. Come on, Max.
I know.
Here it is. Make it count now, Max. This is it.
Oh, so close.
Oh my gosh.
Is he going to have one more go?
He is. Come on, Max. Let's go. Oh man, I'm getting so hyped.
It's going to have to be quick. I reckon if he doesn't do it now, he's going to... okay, still one more. If he doesn't do it now, I reckon he's going to put his shoes on and do it again right after the finals are over. Great effort by Max, and I think he probably knows what you can see on the scoreboard there. No one can catch him now. That's a top place for Max. And the only people left to come out couldn't catch him. He's got all the zones. He's got 2 tops. Diane is the only one who can get close, but even if he flashes this last boulder, that's still not as many tops and zones as Max, so that's a win for Max there.
What a performance for Max to come back. He hasn't competed since he broke his foot. He missed World Champs, but you know what? He has been training so consistently since he did that. Unsurprisingly, on the campus boulder, whilst he's been doing all this campus training,
it's all paid off.
He's just crushed it. Wow, that's so amazing to see. I know he's going to be psyched out of his mind.
Oh, he will be. He will be. All right, Diane, let's see what you got. He likes this style as well. Similarly strong to Max, if that's possible. Yeah, there we go. Absolutely eats that first move. Come on, Diane. Yeah, looked fine for Diane just then.
Now, because Diane's done that so easily, I think he might have the edge on this physical top.
On a little bit of mistake there, trying to flip the left hand. There's nothing there to flip to.
If he gets back up there, I would be pretty confident that Diane's got the beans for that top.
I think he could do that top. Meanwhile, Izzy eyeing up this coordination move early on into her last boulder. Yeah, oh, not quite the sequence the setters imagined, but it could work.
And Diane's doing exactly what Max did. He's letting the clock run down. He knows this boulder is possible for him. So drink a bit of water, cool your hands back down, chill.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, Izzy.
Much better. Still not quite the right body position for her to be holding that.
She's launching for that coordination move from a little bit earlier in the boulder than the other athletes were. A lot of the others reached out and got the undercut before matching with the press and jumping out. She's just launching from the earlier undercut, which still looks like she's going to do it, but in the chat asking who's got sweaty hands, and now specifically asking if the commentators also have sweaty hands. Yeah, oh my god. I wouldn't try any boulders right now.
Yeah, Louis and I definitely have sweaty hands, but it's kind of hard to tell whether that's because we have no skin because we tried the boulders, or just because this is really exciting. I'm going to put it down to the excitement.
I think so too. Diane getting pumped up, let's go.
He is locked in right now. Such good focus. Over to the good jump. Come on, Diane.
Oh, Izzy sticks it as well. I think she could find a top on the rest of this boulder now.
Let's see what he can do.
Oh, it looks miserable.
I haven't been up close looking at that edge that's inside the Avo, but it is tiny. So they're hitting it really fast. She's
got plenty of time.
All she needs to do is keep her head now.
Just get a knee bar and we're in. Let's go, Izzy.
Incredible. Actually, when she did it, super casual.
Yeah,
she
just fine for her.
Just needed to find the right body position for the dyno. She kept her head through the steady slopers at the top and resulted in a top.
Not quite enough for a podium finish, I think, but incredible performance nonetheless from Izzy Edgington.
Definitely. I hope she's psyched with that.
I think she will be. All right, Diane, still 45 seconds left to see if he can finish off this last boulder. If he can't do it, maybe Kai Harada can. We'll find out. Come on, Diane. So good. Come on. Come on.
So casual again.
Wow, every time. Ooh.
Come on,
good recovery.
Focus up, Diane. He's got one. The drop. There it is. Diane. And top of open four for Diane Akhtar. Wow, he chest pumps himself. He's so psyched right now. I told you, as soon as he gets his fingers on something, he does not let go.
Oh man, the contact strength to hold that is absurd.
That was unbelievable. And rightly so. Max gives him a big high five, a big hug. Max knows exactly how hard that move is. Wow, what a show of strength that we just saw.
To hit an edge of that size at that speed and stick it is outrageous. Wow. Okay, well, final competitors, final boulders. Let's see what happens.
And Kai, I would say, has had a pretty rough finals round.
Hard time, yeah, hard boulders. I mean, he also, I think, is going to make these moves look pretty steady.
Oh, man.
Oh, he's having a great time.
I've never seen someone look so comfortable.
Oh, meanwhile, Izzy with a completely different sequence for that start section. Oh, no, he was eyeing up a flash and just everything came undone at once.
Unsurprisingly, when it comes to the paddly, showy dynos, I mean, these are the kind of boulders that Kai trains on all the time at the Worlds in Japan, right?
Yeah, exactly.
What those athletes do really well, and what you see with the Japanese team, they're not just unbelievably strong, of course they are. Their timing is impeccable.
Mm-hmm.
The way that they can utilise the dead point of a move is unlike any other team, and that's why when it comes to coordination boulders, they just crush it every single time.
Every single time.
And from friends of mine that have climbed at B Pump and a lot of the other gyms throughout Japan, they say that that's just the standard of their setting there, is if your timing's off, you're just not, it doesn't matter how strong you are, you're just not going to be doing those boulders.
Exactly right. Look at this. Oh, she switched back into the same method, and here we go. I think Izzy is likely to get to the top on this now.
I mean, she pretty much static to that move.
Yeah, she really did.
That was amazing.
Kai easy to the zone again on this last boulder. I think this is only his second try. Ooh, different. What did he just do?
What the hell? have we just seen? Oh my gosh!
What was that?
Ladies and gentlemen, what a show! Kai is obviously unbelievably psyched. He skipped the second to last hold and went straight up.
Izzy finds the top as well, but
oh my
god, I can't believe what we just saw.
What a way to finish that boulder. Louis, we talked a lot about confidence throughout this finals. The confidence that required then from Kai to just skip the sequence. He knew, I can hold that hold if I just absolutely unleashed
at that angle, at that distance is unbelievable. Yeah, the live chat is exploding based on what Kai just did there. But wow, almost simultaneous tops of our last boulders, and that wraps up our finals here. So I think we're going to do podium announcements. George, quick, get down there, go and find some athletes, do some interviews, go, run. Don't go anywhere, folks. We're going to be getting our podium very, very soon. George is going to be interviewing some of the finalists. I think we've got our results just there, though. They've just disappeared off the screen, but I think we know Max has won, Diane in second. I'm not sure if that absurd display that we just saw from Kai will have earned him a spot on the podium, but we'll find out soon. Meanwhile, I think Faye takes the win. And we'll find out who else makes the rest of the podium for the Women's Plus category. Got incredible showcase finals this evening, folks. Let us know if you enjoyed our commentary, if you've got any other questions about anything that you saw this evening. But wow, thank you all for joining us. We'll see the podiums very shortly, and before that, I think we'll have George interviewing some of those athletes. We're going to go to him on the mats very, very soon. Still absolutely reeling from the way Kai just did his last move. Right, yeah, they've got the podium out. I think they're going to do some announcements of the Big Comp. I've slightly forgotten what the name of it is, but the podium winners for our finals aren't the only winners tonight. They also give prizes for the 50th, 75th and 100th place competitors. But wow, just incredible evening. People asking in the live chat, am I going to do these blocks? Yeah, I'll try my best. I did the qualifiers earlier today. Keep an eye out because we will be releasing that as a YouTube video. I tried my best in the qualifiers and got my butt kicked, but had a great time on some really, really good blocks. And I think these finals boulders will be staying up for a while, so if anyone else wants to come and try them, come and have a go. I will chat to Sam if he wants to do a video of me trying these finals boulders. They look hard, folks. I don't know if there's going to be much success in that video, but we can have a comparison so you can see just how hard they are with me falling off the start moves of everything. People asking, will they be able to climb the podium? I've got high hopes. We've seen some pretty strong climbing. Maybe they'll be tired by now. But let's see. Has George managed to get down there? Is he finding any athletes? We'll find out very, very soon. There we go, so we've got some spot prizes and some medals for a few of the competitors and qualifiers today, so you don't need to actually make it into finals to win prizes, folks. Come and join us for this next year. It's a really, really accessible format. I think we mentioned it briefly earlier, but it's 100 boulders, starting at V0, going all the way up to V14. You don't need to be doing V14 to come and join in with this comp. You can try any of the 100. You can fall off them as many times as you like. I loved the qualifiers today because usually I'm very stressed about falling off anything. This time, if I fell off, didn't matter. I could just try it again. Or, even more enjoyable, if I didn't like the boulder, I could ignore it and go and try a completely different boulder because there were so many to choose from, and all of them were fantastic. Someone saying, yes, it's Pete Whittaker commentating. No, it is not. It is Louis Parkinson commentating, and joined by George Lonsdale, who's just headed down to the mats to go and do some interviews with the athletes. Tell us the grades on the final boulders. We talked about it a bit earlier. Oh, I'll tell you more about the grades later. We're going to cut to George down on the mats for an interview with some of the finalists. Let's go to George. He'll be there in a second.
So we have been joined now in our interview booth with Faye McDougall. Faye, first of all, tell us how the finals felt.
The finals were great, but I loved it. The crowd was absolutely insane, especially on that last boulder. Like, it was so loud, it was crazy. So yeah, but like finals were so fun. It felt like I could actually climb, which was really nice after qualies, which like I got so stressed I had a mental breakdown in that thing. But it was great fun. I loved it. I loved being out there. I loved the lights. The climbs were cool. It was great.
And Qualies was a very different format to qualification rounds that you might have come across before. What were your tactics like for that?
Absolutely terrible. I very used to being able going one block, do all your goes, and then it's fine. You don't have that many goes to go, so you move on and do it. But with there being so many boulders and you having to actually work the boulders to get the boulders, it felt very stressed. I felt very overwhelmed in it, and I used the tactics that I should have used for it. So yeah, but I want to do it again. It was cool. So maybe if they do it again next year, I come, and maybe next year it'll be better.
I think there might be an equation somewhere to work out what the most efficient way of scoring the most points might be. So maybe some maths to do.
That would be my brother. You'd have to ask it. He would figure it out. He came in, looked at the boulders, and had a plan. That's his domain.
Nice. And I guess a final question. How did you find the finals boulders? Did you have a favourite one?
Favourite one? Probably the last boulder. The last boulder was so cool. I was slightly low from the zone to the next one, so it was really cool. I had to try really hard on that. And then the first one was also really good. I enjoyed it. I didn't really have a clue what I was doing, and I did it completely different to what I read in observation. But I loved it. They were so fun. There were so many boulders. It was great fun. I loved the comp.
We talked a lot about how you climbed that first boulder as well, the way that you moved your hips into a really efficient kind of climbing style. I think that's kind of typical of your climbing style, is to try and get the weight off your fingers, weight into your feet, right?
Yeah, it was great fun. I think after coming in and talking to people a lot, I think the difference, I haven't watched it, I don't know for definite, but I think from talking to people, a lot of the difference on that first boulder was the fact that I managed to really get my hips over my heel and sit on it, which a lot of others didn't do. I don't know for definite though.
Yeah, no, I think you might be right. No, I think we are going to move on to another one of our finalists. So, Faye, thank you so much for joining us. And
it's great fun to be interviewed.
Oh, God, thank you. You spoke really well. And I think we're going to see you on the podium.
I hope so. I think so. I'm not certain though.
Let's wait for the scores to be fully announced. Thank you, Faye. Right, my main man, Max Milne. Max, what a finals, man.
Thanks, man. Yeah, nice to be back.
Dude, to come back, having broke your foot, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and now...
12
weeks. Okay, well, even still...
I wouldn't be here if it was 3 weeks ago.
To have broken your foot 3 months ago, and then to be back on the mats, but not just, on the mats, you crushed it.
Yeah, I had fun out there. I wish I could have done the last boulder. That was, but it was awesome to see, Kai Harada hit the crimp one hand, that was vintage Kai, and he's inspired me from when I was a kid. When he won World Champs in 2018, that's who I wanted to be. So to be on the mats with him, it's a privilege, and to be back healed and healthy. The first slab boulder was a bit scary because I was okay, this weekend I'll be good unless it's a lash in left foot plant. So I had to do it right foot instead of left. I don't know if you saw.
Yeah,
that was for Huffy, you know?
Yeah, good. I'm glad you mentioned your physio. He must have been sweating when he saw that.
Yeah. He said, you can do it, but be careful with the left foot plant. So I was okay, he's in my mind. I'll go right foot and see if it's possible.
And you, not only did you make that work, but you actually made it look really solid, and it put you in a really balanced position.
Yeah, for sure. It worked perfect. Sometimes it's like that, you know? And I didn't have to do a foot swap, and it was nice.
Yeah, I mean, so that boulder and then the paddle boulder were the two that you climbed slightly differently to everyone else. You and Diane both stopped on that first sloper on the paddle.
Yeah.
I don't think that was the intention, but
no,
you guys
sure.
look so strong.
No, I think for sure it was the intention to hit the first one and camp us out. If you were having to paddle the whole thing, I think it'd be a bit crazy. I think it was set like this, but I could be wrong. But that was my favourite boulder.
Yeah.
I wish I could have sent it, but yeah, I'll save that for in the future.
For later, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, cool. Thank you so much, Max, for putting on a mega show and for coming and chatting to us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Okay, so Louis, I think we are going to chuck back to you in the studio.
Hi, George, I'm here. All right, folks. Well, we'll have those winners up on the podium very, very shortly. They've already done the announcements for the various other Big Comp winners, and in a moment we'll get our final results. I think we know who the winners are now. Max, I think, takes the top spot. I think Diane in second, and actually not sure. So we'll all find out together in a couple of minutes who is third. Oh, here we go. So there's our final results on the left side. Max in first place, Diane in second, Jack in third, and meanwhile, yeah, we talked about it on the live stream earlier, Faye was in first for a while, and as we said, if Izzy does that last boulder in any number of attempts, then she wins, and she did hit on her fourth go, so that gives her the top spot. Faye bumped down to second place, and Lucy Garlick in third. Sending that last boulder just bumped her way up the rankings out of nowhere. So we're going to get all of those up on stage, and there'll be some big checks awarded to them. And I think they're going to be going off and partying for the rest of the night. Here we go. Yeah. Oh, good suggestion. I don't know if we're going to get a replay of those final moments, but you can rewind this live stream. And if you missed the whole live stream, don't worry, folks. The whole thing is going to remain here on the Catalyst YouTube channel. You can watch it anytime you like. It just won't be live, but it will be just as exciting. Right. I think in just a moment. Yeah, everyone's gathered down there, and we're going to bring out those finalists onto the podium. Right, what else is going on in the live chat? I think someone was asking, where is it? Yes, at Hexa_editor, happy birthday! I hope you're having a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed the live stream. I hope it was worth spending the time on for your birthday, and I hope you had a lovely day other than that. Everyone else still thinking maybe I'm Pete Whitaker, and they're saying, good job, Pete. Thank you very much, everybody. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, someone confirming if you didn't see some of the amazing moments this evening, you are going to be able to rewatch this entire live stream anytime you like. It'll be up here on the Catalyst YouTube channel. Keep an eye out in future. There's going to be a YouTube video of me trying the qualifier boulders, and once I've given my skin a couple of days to heal, maybe there will also be a video of me trying the finals boulders. I'm not hugely hopeful I'm going to do many of them because they look really, really hard. There we go, and asking, will Louis can be there be a replay of Max's 02? That's the only one missing in the stream. I'll see what I can do. If not, keep an eye on social media. I'm sure someone in the audience will have filmed it and will be posting it. Max will probably track down that footage and post it on his own page, because I'm sure he's pretty happy about that top as well. Everyone repeatedly saying, thank you, Pete. I'm not Pete, it's Louis. Although he also does have a lovely voice and is very, very good on the commentating. Oh, I'm glad you all like the commentating, folks. Me and George were both very nervous because we've never done it before, but I think we did an okay job. We babbled away and talked about loads of interesting things as best we could. And another request for a shout out, Louis. Can you shout out my friend Gads? No, sorry, can't do that. No, of course I can. Hey Gads, hope you're having a great day. And I hope you enjoyed the live stream. If you were watching it, I hope you were. Oh, here we go, podium time. We've got our two MCs, Jazir and Ten. Also their first time MCing. They did a spectacular job keeping the audience hyped. Hamish asking, I'm coming to Blockfest. Yes, I'll be at Blockfest on the 13th. I'll see you there. Right, here we go. Back to our finalists. Right, so in 6th place, we have Willow Petrobelli. Incredible performance from her recovery. In 5th place, Eugenie... Oh! That's not Eugenie Lee, that's Izzy Edgington, but fine. Izzy Edgington in 5th place. How's that happened? It doesn't matter. Yeah. Okay, well, that's fine. Lucy Garlick in 3rd place. Okay, I think Eugenie Lee might be elsewhere, but she'll probably join us on the podium fairly shortly. And... now I'm not quite sure what's being announced. Yeah, okay, no, Eugenie Lee also saying, nope, this isn't correct. I'm not supposed to be on the podium. I'm supposed to be somewhere down there. There we go. They're working it out. So hopefully they're going to bump Lucy onto the 3rd spot of the podium. They'll work it out. Okay, there's a current dispute about who exactly has won the women's category. We'll find out shortly. In the meantime, someone shouting out Tang for coming 2nd in the Masters. Stephen Tang, a student of mine, great work, buddy. I saw him absolutely crushing it in the qualifiers. He's real strong, he's been training really hard. Not surprised he's done really well today. Well done, Stephen. Right, we'll have this worked out in a minute and we'll get back to our podium announcements. I think the scores that I'm seeing on the screen here are correct, so maybe they've just got slightly different information on there sheet down there for the MCs. But we're getting back to it. Smooth operation. Yeah, I know. Look, we're trying our best, folks. It's confusing at comms sometimes. There's a lot going on. There we go. Kai's last top has now been shown. It doesn't change the scoring much. But let's find out what's going on in the Women's Plus category. I think the scores we're seeing there are correct. Hey, George is back in the booth.
Hey, I've come with information about what's going on.
Okay, what's happening?
So I think there's been a slight issue with how some of the judges recorded the scores.
The zones on that yellow border?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So what we can see here on the screen isn't what the judges have recorded, which is why they're just discussing it. And they're going to double check. Everything will get recounted.
Okay.
And then I think we'll end up with the correct scores. But
So I think the scores we're seeing on the screen are correct. You're saying they might be different?
No, I think the scores that are on the screen are right.
But the judges recorded something slightly different, and that's what we're sorting out.
Exactly.
I see.
But what's really important to stress in this is that all of the athletes are all friends. They're all super open about these scores that they got, and they just want it all to be right.
Exactly.
They don't want anybody to be hard done by, so you can see they're smiling. They're all a bit confused, but they're all smiling. and as soon as this is sorted, they'll be buzzing. You can see Jeannie's still just pointing to the boulders. She's just psyched to be
Exactly.
there. It looks like maybe they're getting somewhere. All of the deliberation is kind of just happening outside of that spotlight, so you can't really see too much of it.
No, we'll get there very shortly, folks. In the meantime, someone asking, any new Catalyst merch drops coming soon? Yeah, keep an eye out. We're going to be doing a Christmas sale. Okay, no, enough about my stuff. We've got a word from our sponsors while we wait. So we'll be back in about 45 seconds. We're just going to have a look at a couple of sponsors. Back soon, folks.
Every unrooted shot is bursting with baobab, a wild African superfruit with 7 times the fiber of oats, 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 6 times the potassium of bananas, all packed into one daily shot. Support your gut health. Keep your body energized and your immune system strong. Sometimes it takes guts. Sometimes it takes energy. Unrooted, your partner in climb.
Tenzing Natural Energy, the most refreshing energy drink you'll ever have. 100% from nature, low calorie, no junk. Because life's too good for bad energy.
Okay, so we're back, and I think, yeah, here we go. Okay, so it's all been figured out, and in 6th place we have Willow Petrobelli.
There we go.
5th place we have Eugenie Lee.
These are the results we were seeing on screen.
Who's up next? Izzy Edgington up next.
Which means Lucy Garlick, I think, is going to be taking our first spot on the podium. There she is.
And swiftly followed by Faye McDougall, who had such an impressive showing this evening.
On fire.
And of course, in the top spot, gold medal, taking home £3,000.
Wow.
Izzy Bridgens. What a final she had.
Incredible performance all the way through.
I think it has to be said, that comp was won on the slab.
It was.
And the slab queen won it.
Absolutely, absolutely. Oh, she will be absolutely thrilled, but I think they all will be. They've had so much fun today. They got up, they tried some great boulders. And now they can all go and have a good rest
Do you
and
know
grow some
what?
skin back.
You can see it in their smiles. They're all just so psyched. This is what they love more than anything else, is trying really hard. Even if they don't top the boulders, they love trying really, really hard in the finals, in front of a crowd. That is what brings them joy.
Exactly. All right, I think we'll get our Open Plus category announcements for the finalists very shortly.
Hopefully we'll be able to bring you an accurate one, but
We'll
I'm
see.
sure it will have been double checked.
A little bit of confusion in the live chat about how the scoring works. The aim is to do the boulders in the fewest number of attempts. So the competitors that you see with lower numbers on the scoreboards are the ones who did better. That doesn't reflect how many points they scored. They're aiming to do the highest number of boulders in the fewest number of attempts.
Imagine golf, kind of similar to that.
Yes,
The
exactly.
lower your score, but the most number of attempts.
Yeah, Max got a hole in one on that second boulder.
Exactly.
All right, here we go. Our podium announcements. I think.
Someone's coming on.
Hey, there we go. Callan in sixth place.
Amazing. And you know what? Again, big smile. He's absolutely buzzing. He's climbed so well today.
Oh, he really has. He looked so strong in qualifiers. There we go. Kai Harada, huge finish on that last boulder. Doesn't get him a spot on the podium, but oh my god, it's one of the best things I'll remember about this comp.
I think so too. And Luca also had an amazing finals round. He smashed it, and he should be really proud of himself.
He's on such good form at the moment.
Third place, Jack McDougall.
Whoop.
Second place, Diane Akhtar. Again, absolutely phenomenal competition.
And that means taking our top spot, Max Milne. Yeah, big cheer for Max. Everyone loves watching him compete. So happy to see him back on the mats, doing what he loves. Alright, well, that wraps up the evening, folks. Thank you so much for joining us. George, this was an absolute pleasure, man. Thank you for commentating with me. That was such a treat.
Louis, I can't say how much I've enjoyed sitting up here and chatting nonsense about climbing with you. It has been so much. There's been so much energy in this finals, and if ever we get the opportunity to live commentate again, man, I hope we get to do it together.
Oh, me too, man. Me too. Well, for all of you at home, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to all of the sponsors who supported the event. Thank you to everyone involved in putting it together. This has been a fantastic evening, and we'll see you all next year for the London Big Comp 2026.
I'll see you there.
Bye, folks.
Good night.
Every unrooted shot is bursting with baobab, a wild African superfruit with 7 times the fiber of oats, 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 6 times the potassium of bananas, all packed into one daily shot. Support your gut health. Keep your body energized and your immune system strong. Sometimes it takes guts. Sometimes it takes energy. Unrooted, your partner in climb.
Tenzing Natural Energy, the most refreshing energy drink you'll ever have. 100% from nature, low calorie, no junk. Because life's too good for bad energy.
Every unrooted shot is bursting with baobab, a wild African superfruit with 7 times the fiber of oats, 6 times the vitamin C of oranges, and 6 times the potassium of bananas, all packed into one daily shot. Support your gut health. Keep your body energized and your immune system strong. Sometimes it takes guts. Sometimes it takes energy. Unrooted, your partner in climb.